Easy.
And then yep. Give me one second. Make sure it's working.
Sorry, I'm a boomer at this stuff, so.
No, don't worry. Me too. Me too. I'm a super boomer too. How old are you, by the way?
31, and then
Okay.
I turn 32 in 2 weeks.
Holy crap! You're older than
Oh,
me.
whoa! What's the reaction?
No. Like not that bad, but you're older than me. I'm 29, turning 29. So we're in the
Oh,
same generation. Just
I
give me 1 second. Why is this not working? Oh my god.
millennium.
Yeah, the 90. You're 90s?
93. Yeah.
Okay, you're my brother's age. Nice. You're only 3 years older
Oh,
than me. I'm
nice.
96. Okay, 1 second.
Oh, that's not bad.
This is so annoying. 1 second.
Nah, that's all right, bro. Literally, take your time. I literally have 2 days off from
Yeah,
work. I work
cool,
Monday to
cool.
Friday, so
No, I was just
I'm not in a rush or anything.
cool. I was just making sure the stream general chat sees that I'm like, okay. Now we can start. So, just for the stream, just tell me what your current rank is and your peak rank.
So I've been playing this game for 2 months seriously.
Okay,
I'm gold 3 at the moment.
call three. Okay,
Yeah, and I think I tried Valorant probably when it first came out, probably Act 1 or Act 2.
okay.
But I was like a full-time League player.
Ah, I
So
see.
I just played it for a little bit, and then I bought a bundle and stuff, and then I just kept playing League
Yep,
until I decided to quit League.
gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, and then you can go ahead and share your screen.
All
And
right,
then
yeah.
queue up for
Uh,
rank game. What is your main role?
well, it's duelist. I used to play Sage when I started playing the game, but then
Okay.
I decided like I'm more aggressive and
Mm-hmm.
I like to just like take duels and stuff. So I decided
Right.
to play duelist. And then one of my friends was like, "Oh, why don't you just play Reyna? It's very
Okay.
similar to Vayne
Cool.
in League of Legends." And then
So
I just
that's
started playing Reyna.
right. Okay. Yep. So
Uh,
yep. So
when I
yep.
share my screen, do I share the screen or the application?
The application probably better.
Okay,
That way,
easy. No worries.
you don't share your whole screen or there's something there, just in case something
All
private
right.
there. But yeah. So um, make sure you queue your rank. Obviously, just insta lock Reyna if you want to really improve on Reyna. Because if you pick Sage or something, it's gonna be kind of a waste of a session to
So,
break down your Sage play. Um,
easy. I'll put my DPI very high so then we can
yep.
get
So
that lock in.
yep. Oh, you're queuing deathmatch. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
I was playing a few death matches to warm up, so.
No worries. You can also put it to 30 FPS if you're lagging the stream. It's up to you. You can close the Discord stream and then redo it if you want.
Is
If you have a good computer, it's
is
fine.
it lagging?
No, no,
Is it
no,
lagging
no,
for
no,
you
no. It's
or?
not lagging for me. I'm just saying if it's lagging for you, because some people have bad
Oh,
computers, right? So if 60 FPS
easy.
streaming is, then don't worry about it. Not a big deal.
Yeah, usually I mean I used to coach at League, so like I used to just always stream at 60 FPS, so
Okay, wait. Give me one.
should
There
be
we go.
alright.
Okay, good. All right, now we're full screen. Good. I had a problem.
Right, I want to buy this knife, but
Yep.
it's so expensive.
Yeah, it looks really expensive. 5,000 RP. That's a lot. I'm just gonna say what's up. What's up, Envies? What's up, Claire? On the stream. Also, just a few questions. What do you really want from Valorant? What's your goal? Where do you want to be?
Um, I just want to be really good. I want to be top 1% or
Top
0.0% because
1%. Okay.
yeah, I want to be good because like every time I play a game, it doesn't matter what game it is, I just want to be good. Like
Okay.
I don't want to be shit.
Yeah. You
So
wanna
it's just
be
like
up there. I see that
yeah,
competitiveness. How bad do you want it, bro?
yeah.
How bad is it? Is it
Pretty
burning?
bad. Yeah,
Is
like
it burning inside that type of desire, or is just like, like whatever. If it comes, it comes.
no, like actual like I want to be good. Not to like play competitive or
No,
anything.
for
It's
sure.
just that for, personally I just want to be good at a game. It's just the way I've been brought up. I
Right.
always competitive.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I always
Um,
want to be the best in any sports or games, stuff like that. So
yeah, it's
we can.
just like it's always
Yeah.
it's
Well,
always like I just want to be good. That's it. Like
right. You don't want to be
especially
average.
when I start. Yeah, when I used to play League, I used to get really toxic and aggressive and like annoyed just because not at my teammates, more just like in general.
Right.
Just like if I misplay or if I do something stupid, I'll just get annoyed at myself.
Yep.
Because I should have done better. And then I kind of like yeah. That's
Right,
pretty
right.
much it.
You know, so off that response that you gave me, you know, just remember if you really, really actually want to get to the 1%, it's not gonna be easy, man. You're gonna really,
Oh
really
no,
no, no.
definitely
I'm
not.
I'm just letting you know.
Definitely not.
I know that you know, but I'm just reiterating that you know it's not gonna be rainbows and sunshines, right? It's gonna be a lot of hard work, right? So just keep that in mind
It's good.
because everyone's goals are different. But when someone tells me that they want to be immortal, top 1%, top 0.1%, whatever it may be, it's just you gotta I let them I'm real with them. It's not easy. So just be
Nah,
prepared, you know, for a lot of
literally just be as real as possible.
yep.
Just hammer me if you want. I
I try
really
to be
don't care. All I care about is just getting better.
good,
This
good,
is the reason why I wanted to get the coaching session. It's
good,
just
good.
because when I first started playing Valorant, because I used to play CS:GO for a while,
Yep,
and then I started playing Valorant because it was more fun. I used to play with friends, not anymore.
gotcha.
Um, I used to like when I play, it's just like I don't know what to focus on. Either it's aim, positioning, and all that.
Yep,
And
yep, yep.
I've been doing a lot of routines and stuff for aiming, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
think the aim is the issue. It's more
Yep.
like game sense, like
Right, right. Well,
knowing the enemy comp, knowing the
right,
abilities,
right.
knowing like yeah, all that stuff. So.
Your experience, situational awareness, stuff like that. Overall knowledge, map knowledge. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think aim is like the biggest thing. I
It
think
is
like
not.
literally like knowing like okay, so when to rotate,
Yep.
like when to take the fight, when
Mm-hmm.
to push while your team is pushing, do I push through the smoke, etc. etc.
Right, right. Yep.
Um
That's all game
and that's the
sense.
thing. Yeah, so that's the thing I need like someone to literally tell me, hey, look, this is what you need to learn,
Yep, yep.
focus on
And I'm
this.
gonna try
So
my best. So, you know, I tell all my students, don't be nervous. I'm not gonna be talking to you during the game. You probably seen the streams as well, so you kind of get a feel of how it goes. So, uh, I'm gonna watch you. Good luck. And I'll see you
yeah,
after the game. Okay, brother. Good luck.
easily nice.
What's up, chat?
Nothing air long. Or one air long. Two air long, two air long.
Spike down A.
I got smoked off.
Starts. It's A main.
I don't hear anything anymore.
Does it?
Rotating. Keep rotating.
You see,
Spike down mid.
spike mid.
One enemy remaining.
Rotate. Nothing crazy here.
Could be still A main. Could be still A main.
52.
The last of them.
Oh, good job.
Keep that focus. More of that, and we're out of here.
Nothing crazy there.
Chamber, do you want me to peek with you or do you want me to go short? Me and you peek? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nod your head. Nothing,
I think
nothing,
they're
A-
in garage.
yeah, nothing A long.
They're in garage.
Garage.
Right here.
Good planning.
Two outside, one in garage.
Still in sight. One enemy remaining.
Oh, probably A long. Probably C long, C long.
Nice.
Nice, nice, good job.
Nothing crazy there, Darnico.
Fuck, I need to
Jace,
get
what's
my
up,
A's and
guys? What's
C's and
up?
B's correct.
Listen up, you muckers. If I don't get back up,
So there, you know, I think I should get in a habit of repeating what I read, but it's like if I do that, I get lost reading it and I miss what he's doing in the next round. So it's hard for me to do that, but nothing there, you know. He
Chamber, want to
communicated
pick A
nothing
long again?
long. There's nothing long. I would say he needs to be a little bit more
Chamber.
patient. Tell Chamber to anchor A because they didn't have any info. They just killed one Mirage and that was it. But they, fortunately enough for him, they were going on C. So round 3, he's starting A with
Two
Chamber.
A long, two A long.
C's 2A long.
Still in sight.
Oops.
calls it out. Flashes long.
Deadlock tagged heavy.
Nothing there. First time. Second time.
One pushed up, smoke.
Flashes. 2 long. Blinded. Whiffing.
One enemy remaining.
Comes back. Good
Nice.
reposition.
Oh, good job,
and
team.
Whiffs, but
If you've never seen a massacre,
overall that was a decent round. You should have killed 1 or 2, but
They pushed up A this round, so maybe they'll push up C or
Now you take my gun.
you want this one? Okay.
No.
You want that?
He's
Yeah,
whiffing
no,
a bit.
he's trying to make you save.
Okay.
Gotta put this down a little bit.
Care, tree push, and C long.
He starts B.
They're A.
Yeah, I hit a lot A.
Feeling sense.
Jet dash.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Last one short.
Nice.
Alright, good job.
I think he got 3.
Me, or anyone else?
Chamber.
Reloading.
Chamber, you got this, my friend. Good job, my friend.
Pretty sure
Look at
he
me, my
got 3
friend.
kills. Bro.
Reloading.
Gets 3 good kills.
Nice tattoo on your eye, by the
Could
way.
Start A
You're peeking.
unless he was going to walk down. He got 3 there, right? Yeah, he got 3. I like his playstyle. I like his playstyle.
Who else has mics, by the way? Because I've only been hearing a few
Oh.
people.
Comms are quite positive.
I do.
Active.
Chamber, you got mic?
Full well.
Oh, Chamber. One going up tree. In tree.
Dropping a smoke. Time to hunt.
That was the guy tree.
I'm out of stuff.
Spike down.
Blinded.
2 on site.
Last player standing.
Unlucky.
Starts garage.
That was my bad, I should've
Flashes
done that.
a bit too quick to peek. Also
Surrender
could
is crazy.
probably
Who's the
wait to
culprit?
see
Who
what's
who's
good.
surrendered?
Whiffs on chamber. Starts B.
Nothing peeking mid. One peeking mid.
Feeling sense.
2 mid. On B.
Shit.
As he's backing up,
Spike planted.
he sees the
Jet tagged 40.
Last player standing.
Oh. TNT.
I think you can just use an
Good job.
info flash there.
We got this.
You guys buying it?
This is crosshair placement.
Maybe play passive B. Let them take it if they overwhelm me. I'll jiggle pick A long. Nothing A long.
Smoke C.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Rush.
Nice. Don't see.
Spike planted.
My territory. My
Last one backside. Last one. Oh.
One enemy remaining.
120, 120. Really low. One tap.
Nice.
Nice.
Sorry, I said last one,
Okay,
but
we
I didn't
do.
realize. I didn't realize. There was 2 left. Sorry.
No peeking.
We could really expect that to work. Okay, which gun to pick this time?
Anyone need a drop? Yeah, I'll drop you. I'll drop you. No worries, mate. Chamber, you wanna pick long? I'll kind of like connect
this
with you
guy-
and pick short.
This guy's pretty good. Like he's gold,
I'll
but
play off you.
he's older, right? He's 32.
Jet, just take
he's
it
turning
easy. If they
32,
overwhelm me,
so
just back off. Yeah,
he's
we'll
in my
rotate.
generation of gamers. You know,
Okay.
gamers in my generation are have a
Chloe
better
probably smokes too
understanding
long
of
as well.
how to play games. Their game sense are always better in my
I
generation.
hear a lot, eh?
Like the 90s guys, because they
Jet,
played
Jet's
so
just
many
pushing A
games,
short.
right? I should.
I saw another one
a
of those as
little
well.
bit- He's a little bit
Quite a
too
few
low. I
there.
can't even hear myself talk, but it's okay. But yeah, that's just my opinion though. But
Downside, downside.
I do feel like this generation of gamers, the 90s, just grew up playing all the games. They played StarCraft, they played Counter-Strike, they played Warcraft, they played like everything. So their game sense is already developed through
One side,
playing.
behind the
I
boxes.
forgot what happened this round. Fuck.
Here.
Shit, pay attention. Oh, he starts a short, peeks and dies. He shouldn't have done that. He can just listen and wait for them to come in.
Last player standing.
Sometimes
probably just say it,
too
just say it, just say it.
aggressive. You know, a lot of my students I think are younger.
Yeah, save the opposite, Bill.
This is usually sometimes their first or second game.
lucky.
So, you know, a guy that's been gaming for 25 years versus a kid that's been gaming for 3 years it's a big difference in
Yeah,
how they
please.
think, game sense, stuff like that. So,
Okay.
I mean, he's older than me. He's my brother's age, so it's like.
Jumbo, can you draw?
Can you drop, please? Chamber.
Need a drop.
Chamber. Thank you, brother. I'll play passive A.
Just experience of just overall gaming. It's not even just playing Valorant. It's just gaming, all right. And that's the thing about gaming. It all
I hear A long.
Hey,
One more A long. Probably left side A main.
they rotate.
Spike down
Nice.
A.
80 on club.
Take it easy. 3 vs 2.
They rotate, they rotate. Go easy, go easy. Stand easy.
Spike planted.
Alright, play off me, Chloe.
One enemy remaining.
I'm flashing.
See me, see me, see me, see me.
Blind fools.
Oh, nice work. That's weird. He planted back side and then he played main.
Wait, he has OP.
shut up on the
Wait,
mini
wait,
map.
Okay, okay.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late.
Nice.
Don't sit down. We're not done yet.
Anyone need to drop? I can drop. Sky. Sky. Chamber, I'm just gonna play passive A main. Just let me know if there's anyone short, alright?
This guy, you wanna come on C? I'll go garage because I can smoke for DNA.
Who's next?
Garage.
Where is he, sir?
Nothing C long. Yeah, the C main, C main, C main.
Punch it here.
A lot C main.
Spike planted.
Still in sight.
One side, one side. Nice.
standing.
One side, one A main. You're on your left, I think.
Well, that's just.
Oh, unlucky.
My
Let's
bad.
try. That was my fault.
Find the weakest link and kick him in the
Does
shin.
anyone have funds?
Just half buy. Just half buy.
I think there was
Maybe safe.
pretty good
Yeah, just half
awareness.
by, half
He
by,
just needs to just clear these angles.
I'm
a
gonna try
bit.
peek tree here.
He needs to
Can you
save.
buy,
Needs
Kindle Motion
to save for last. Good.
Nothing mid.
Come here, come here.
Nothing mid.
Please,
Nothing mid.
Clears mid well. They hear a lot. A. Takes
flying.
space.
Spike planted.
Little hesitation.
Last player standing.
Slow
Fucking
to
Odin,
clear
bro.
Oh,
angles.
fuck you, Aiden.
Nothing crazy here. Go
You
long.
Don't resist.
Good one tap on clove. How long does that thing last? Alright, dies.
My bad.
Last round in the half.
Hmm. Honestly, I honestly feel like honestly just like play passive B and just stack C and stack A. Like if even they've never been like they've never been on B before, so like even if they take B, it's much easier taking C and A.
No
Good job, Clove.
Five drop. Oh, nice. I'll play passive A short.
cutting their vision.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
He
I'm dead.
starts short.
Odin A short.
Kind of back up after he hears
Gecko A short. Gecko A short.
Gecko ult.
Gecko A short. Both short.
Two inside, two in.
One enemy remaining.
He shot, he shot, he shot.
On your left. On your left,
Down
Code.
A.
Yeah, there. In the
Making
corner
a
on your
good
left.
call.
Wait for your teammate. Nice. Good job.
Where last one is. It's good. He feeds info quite well, accurately. I wasn't even sure if he was short, but he made that call because he kind of gets had a feel intuition
We know the drill.
quite well. He feeds
Let's go A,
info
but
quite well.
I'll flash A long. One go short and the rest go A long. We don't know where the left is gonna play, so
Maybe, no, you go, he shot. Save your flash. This
no,
guy
I'll flash A long.
go
I'll flash A long. Get
no. You just save your flash. Go away, shot. Flash.
Wait, you want me to flash A short?
Yeah, you go along, okay?
Yeah.
Fly.
But I want to flash A long to get long. Yeah. And then you go short.
Cutting their vision.
Enemy spotted A.
One go short. I expect though. Okay, push right. Oh, I'm dead.
They go for long, get decayed. He needs to wait before going up.
Refreshing.
That's pretty much it on that round.
Last player standing.
AD almost.
Once decayed, he needs to wait.
One behind you, coming from window.
No.
He needs to wait it out. Like you should never ever push like that, in my opinion. Unless you know it's one guy, but even then, it's a little bit. It's a little bit tough, if you may will.
Spike planted.
One short.
Dropped in a scope.
Good try, good try.
Fuck.
Good try, good try.
So we saw a lot of his defense. Let's really see his attack. attack. You know, there he showed to me that he wants to go in first, which is good. Most people do not. For a gold player, that is quite
We move.
rare, I would say.
Let's save and go through like go like here.
To save. Makes a plan to go down mid. Go, like it. Just planning.
It's an eco, so just walk first and then just rush it.
Just walk up first,
Right,
and
maybe
then
only dialogue OC.
You want to end up C.
Yeah, maybe only one.
One peeked out.
Reloading. Dropping smoke.
calls one peeked out. His comms are quite good.
One window.
Greasy long to mid.
26.
Spike down.
Enemy
C.
spotted mid.
Whoa, how the hell did I get on that?
Push that tree.
Work on his flash dodging. That is not really a skill that is mandatory, but if you want to be a high-level player, you need to know how to dodge splashes.
Nice try.
And I think he's gonna have problems with
When they do, take advantage.
attack. I think most people do. This is a big round right here if they want to win the game. If they lose this game, it's gonna be big, big trouble. It's gonna be 7-9.
Keep your eye on target.
I got a question. I don't want to distract you from the game, so you can wait till it's over. I'm just gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Play close right.
They start 5A,
Wait.
3 long, 2 short.
Smoke's down.
Takes orb.
Blind out. You need to blind out.
Yeah, on site.
They
Nice,
get
nice.
a kill.
Get pump.
And then entry.
Plump.
One watch flank. One watch flank.
Get one on site. 5v3.
One needs to watch flank.
Post plants.
Got flank.
One top.
One enemy remaining.
Last one probably main. Or CT.
As soon as he.
Heaven last. Don't peek, just chill.
As soon as team plants,
Yeah, just peek.
he
Don't chill.
calls for
Just chill, let
people
them jump
to
down.
watch flank. So that's that's quite rare as well. Honestly, he doesn't seem like he has a mental issue in terms of the
Job.
mental game. He's
Sorry,
got,
I didn't know he jumped down. Should have paid more attention.
I don't know.
Stay alive. Is ready.
It's quite good. It's quite aware.
So, where's Deadlock playing? Does anyone know?
Funds. Yes.
Maybe go B, don't money.
Honestly, just go A again. Like, I mean, the A is kind of weak because we're getting A long. We just gotta control A short and then just pincer.
It's a good call. Like I just
They're not
identified
contesting
myself
us
as
A
well.
long.
Deadlock's not playing A. They didn't kill Deadlock there. So, and then he just
Yeah,
said it
nothing
while I was
crossed.
typing that. So that's quite good. When they make so much noise and
Enemy spotted A.
AD on you.
One heaven.
what the fuck? I'm
One
getting
heaven.
blinded, bro.
Down A. One enemy remaining.
Oh, he's got good aim.
Last one there.
Good.
Last player standing.
39. Seven bullet.
Woo!
Bro, I tapped out.
Good.
Right,
aim. Good.
I'm getting the bomb and pressing forward. I tapped out.
One goal.
No, he's got good mechanics.
Awkward.
I think he's got quite good mechanics.
Anyone need a drop? I got money.
Got
No, Jet. I'll
close
drop you.
air
you.
placement.
No, I just buy this.
And
Go
over-
B.
No. You need
Good
Vandal, my
fight.
friend. You need.
No.
Naughty boy. You need the Vandal, my friend. Alright, let's go C short. C split. I'll flash through your tree. Let's get C split.
I will answer this after round 17.
3, 2, 1,
Start.
smokes down.
3 C long, 2 garage. He flashes in garage.
Oh, one window.
Two garage, two.
Just back off. Nice, back off. 2v2.
I've been aim training for like 2 weeks and yesterday I increased the amount
pushing,
of
he's
time I
pushing.
trained because of the price overload, and when I was done my arm kind of hurt, it still hurts, but
He's pushing you.
should I let myself rest? Keep going, bro. There's no such thing as pain.
Nice.
Bruce
Yeah,
Lee
rotate,
only
rotate,
started
and then
counting when it
No,
hurt.
no.
You're gonna be sore. It's just the way it is. But you gotta push through it, and you know you stay like you keep. I'm not saying
Yeah, they
increase
might
the
have pushed
intensity
BOA,
every
so
day.
just watch your
You
corners.
know you're gonna have to stay on that intensity for a week or two, but and then increase it again or try to push yourself daily
got A
if you
short, A
want.
short.
That's what I did, but
30
Care
seconds left.
no,
heaven
you're gonna
and
be
care
sore.
here.
Even me yesterday, I did 10 DMs off stream. My wrist was on fire when I was going to sleep, but I stretched it out. Make sure you always stretch. It's a muscle, right? Aiming is a muscle, so you gotta
yeah, ulti.
stretch before you work out and stretch after, right? Or you're gonna have some muscle
short.
stiffness, soreness, stuff like that. Usually stretching gets rid of a lot of soreness.
Nice try.
Man.
But that growing pain
That was
is
my
needed.
fault.
You need
I
to
fucked up
feel
in the tree.
that burn, that soreness, hurting for it to. I'm not saying where it feels like
You guys want to hit B?
like it's in pain forever, but you know,
Or
pain
maybe
whereas
we hit
it's a
long
little
again.
soreness, a little
A long.
tender.
It's been working out.
You
so.
need that.
Go C, go B, go B, go B. Trust me.
Make sure you stretch after you train
Alright,
too.
I'll
Don't
make noise
just-
A,
Don't do it
and then
before.
you guys go B.
Before you train, after you train, while you're playing, throughout the
Just
day,
watch
stretch your
tree
wrist,
push. They like to
get
peek
the blood
tree.
flow going. It's a muscle. It's your arm, right? Work out, do push-ups, maintain your muscles.
Garage.
They
Throw my flash out.
they
Or garage, whatever
are
it's called.
defaulting.
Nice.
They get a kill on C. They run down
Spike
mid.
down mid.
He's A long.
What was A?
Needs to group up with his team.
You're at A. Rotating from A.
Ding.
I got Clive. I got Clive.
Guard, guard.
Chill,
Never
chill,
mind.
chill, chill.
Like, what is that clove doing?
Guys, my brain cells is like flying out of the window. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. We winning.
All aim routines I see seem so
Yeah.
useless. I don't know. Nah, that's not true.
Let's do A.
Not all.
Let's do the same thing
Maybe
we've
the
been
ones
doing
you're
on pistol
looking
rounds.
at, but you know, most people only stick to what's easy. You gotta do things that are difficult.
They don't have a lot of money. If they force buy only
It's the
your
only way to
luck
grow
will
your
have
aim.
money. So
Okay,
The rest are
we're
gonna be shit.
round 19. They start
that long.
A. Okay, I gotta stay locked.
Yeah.
I'm getting distracted. Flash is long. Could also call for a smoke.
K plus, right?
They
Alright, I'm
go
coming with you,
for
Jet. I'm
long.
flashing.
No. Gecko backs.
That's my fault. K heaven and K flank.
Plant.
Oh wait, he's on site.
Need a plant.
One heaven, jet heaven.
Jet.
Get plant down.
Smokes tower.
Two city. Don't go your face.
One enemy remaining.
City.
Nice, good job.
I just can't find one that seems to actually work. I think that's the issue. Maybe. Or you're just not doing enough intensity as well.
Honestly, like I know this sounds repetitive, but they don't fight us A long.
Yeah.
So we should take A, like, every round.
Identifies they aren't fighting
Like they're not
A
literally
long,
contesting us at all. So
calls
the only thing you
to
have to fight.
go A. Let's see how this will go.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe
I mean, I can send you some in-lab stuff that
contest
I
A
did,
short,
but
maybe
you
use
know,
it to
you gotta
A
make
short.
sure that you do not stay on
Sky,
the
maybe
same
flash A short
amount of
and try to get push
difficulty
up.
and reps. It must increase. Must increase.
Push. Right side.
Nice.
Reloading.
They split A.
Oh, on site.
Team tells them A long. He's unaware. Gets 2 good kills.
Nice, get
back
bomb plant.
Site. Good entry.
I need to reload. Nice,
Good
4v1, just chill,
fights.
just chill. I'm gonna watch flank just in
Tells
case.
his team to calm
Nice,
down
good job,
and
good job.
chill. He's going
Like
flank.
they're not fighting us A long. We literally take
This
A long
guy
from them.
has some really good game sense. He would play like I would play, to be honest, in terms of game sense.
We do the same thing, and if we see that there's more fight, then we just rotate.
Yeah, I use
Like,
Volt
if it's the same
Tank,
thing, we just
Valorant
push
1
A.
because it's pretty, yeah, well, you know, trains a lot of scenarios, so, like, but I think, like, if you want to,
I like this team.
train
You
right
guys
now,
are
so
cute.
you don't
Look at
need
you.
those
Look at
you
you.
just gotta
Look
be
at you.
persistent with it and not play useless scenarios.
But yeah,
like
just
Grid Shot.
make
Yep.
sure Sky,
Samuel is
Sky.
right.
I think just dog A
Grid
short.
Shot is one of the worst
Dog,
exercises.
like,
that
yeah.
that exercise is really only for speed.
Because A long is like
You need to be working on your micro shot, spider shot. Is pretty much it, and tracking. That's all you need for Valorant. Micro shot, spider shot, and tracking. Pretty much it. Small targets.
One more there. Nice, get outside. Oh,
We can rotate.
oh, rotate. Just chill. Yeah, let's rotate. 4v2, rotate, guys, just chill. Come back.
Yes.
Come back.
I need to fight it, bro. I'm gonna die.
Nah, it's alright, you don't need to fight it. They all literally rotated, so.
I altered.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's my bad then.
See me spy.
I'm retarded.
Player standing.
I'm retarded.
Strike down. C.
My territory.
Run.
Teleport's ready.
She's also retarded. Okay.
40 on title.
My mouse just decided to not work. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll tag masters. I'll D2 unlock GG
One
code.
enemy remaining.
Last one on site.
Yeah, you need to like find out what you're bad at and you just know the training you. Yep, pretty much.
Take your time.
But you know,
Just chill.
if you just do spider shot, micro
Bro,
shot, and tracking,
You're sexy as fuck,
like, you're
man.
gonna do well.
I agree.
GG's.
Okay, bro. GG's, man.
So this wasn't it.
Okay, let's get into this. Okay, you can stop sharing your screen. I'm gonna get in a game. Just quickly create a custom. Turn my cheats on.
Cheats, eh?
Yeah, for the for the map. So,
Nah,
alright,
I'm
David.
just
Okay.
I'll share my screen.
No, you don't have to
No,
share. I'm gonna share
yeah,
my
I'll
screen.
stop streaming it,
Yep.
and then I'll just watch your stream.
I just have a question. How many hours do you play?
They have no idea.
Okay. I don't play a lot.
can
Usually
tell.
on the weekdays, I only play probably like 1 or 2 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Because I finish around 5 in the afternoon, and then I probably play 1 or 2 hours, and I get
Okay.
tired.
Yeah, I can tell that you are quite good for your rank. Like, if you just put in more hours, you would definitely be reaching a much higher rank. You know, if you play 10 hours a day, you'd be.
I will
I
drink the
do
life from our
believe
prey.
you'll probably
That's
hit
so very
ascendant no
good
problem
for-
the way you play. It's quite high level. You've actually quite shocked me. Some of my students do, not all.
My ult's ready.
I would say about 10% of my students really surprise me, because you know they're much above their actual rank. So you're in that 10% to me. But I will explain why. We'll get through all the notes. Okay, I wrote down the rounds.
Just,
Yep.
sorry,
go
one
ahead.
question. Do you want me to watch your stream or watch?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna share my screen. Give me 1 second.
Or do you want me to watch your stream instead?
No, just watch
'Cause
on
I've already
Discord.
followed
No, it's fine. Just watch on Discord. That way
Okay.
you're not. It's not delayed. It's slightly delayed on stream. So
Yeah, that's
so-
an issue with this stream, isn't it?
you know, like bro, like
Um,
you would, you know, there are some still things you gotta work on in terms of refining your game. But I think overall, I'm just talking right now. We're just talking right now. I'm not showing anything, but yeah, from what I see, you're quite good. And I told my chat too. You know, I said he's older. He's in the 90s, era of gaming, right? We've played so many games. That's when all the games got popular, right? And stuff like
The
that. Right?
OGs, baby.
Right? Like you're part of my generation, so we've experienced so much games, like Warcraft 3, Counter-Strike 1.6, StarCraft, Brood War, StarCraft 2,
Fuck.
right? So
I grew up. I grew up on Counter Strike 1.6.
right,
So.
exactly. Me as well. So, I was explaining to the chat because, they were saying you're quite good as well. And I said, yeah, it's because he's old. And I told him right away, I noticed right away, it's not your game sense is the issue. Um, it's really not. Like, you're quite aware. Like, you're pretty aware. You were playing most of the rounds I would. Obviously, there's still some like, not problems, but refinement that needs work in terms of making it super sharp, making your processing speed much faster. But with the time you play, bro, I think it's quite good. If you were playing 10 hours a day, you'd be probably immortal, in my opinion, or higher. So, I'm not trying to glaze. I'm being very honest. But yeah, like you're in the 10% for sure. My students that are much higher than what their rank currently is, whether it's due to time, not playing life, school, right? So, yeah, like
Can I
I'm
can I say something
sure.
before? Sorry to interrupt you. Recently, I think this last week or two, I haven't been playing much ranked. I've been kind of like refining my aim
Good.
and my movement.
Yep.
Is that a wrong thing to do?
No, that's not a wrong thing. That's a good thing to do. Most people will only play rank and not refine their movement and aim, right? So,
Yeah,
it's just like a basketball player or a golfer or whatever. It's not about the matches. It's like the real matches. In a way it is, as in you need a win, right? For the win category, or the points to get really good stats. But those players, even in Valorant, okay, sports, you know this, you're older, even in sports, esports, they all correlated in terms of what separates from the best from the average pro, right? Average pros are bottom of the barrel pros versus the top of the top best player in the world in any
yeah,
sport.
yeah, exactly.
The edge is so small. It's only like a 3-5% edge, but that makes all the difference because they're the ones actively working on their game off the pitch, off the court, off the field, off the game,
They're the
in the
ones.
range.
They're the ones constantly practicing
Right,
over and over again.
exactly. And also
Yeah,
not only maintaining those things, but getting it better, figuring out new things, finding new stuff that makes them better. They're constantly evolving, right? That's what separates the best NFL player from a bottom barrel or, basketball player, golf, whatever, look, Tiger Woods, whatever it may be. We can bring up so many thousands of examples. So um, you know, I don't think that's wrong at all. If anything, that's actually the correct thing to do. So many students come to me and cry to me, "Yo, I'm losing 10 games. I think I'm gonna quit playing." I'm like, "Are you actually uh improving your overall skill? Are you trying to increase your mechanics and fundamentals?" And a lot of the times their answer is no. So you're actually doing the right thing. Obviously, for in your situation, you don't have a lot of time to play, which is unfortunate. I do believe though you would be close to an ascendant immortal player in terms of even right now. I think it's close to an ascendant level of thinking, a mortal level of thinking. If you put in 10 hours a day, you'll be better. So, let's just go through these general notes real quick. We won't yap too much on this
yeah.
point, but
No, it's
overall,
all right. There's
I
one thing I did really bad though, like recently, a couple of weeks. I've been having an issue with
yep,
like my sensitivity.
right,
Like
good,
there was this phase where I went like 1 or 2 weeks ago where like I would literally just keep changing my
yeah,
sensitivity
yeah,
in
and it,
game. I'll be like, oh, because I tried aim labs a lot, and then
yep,
I'll be like, sensitivity higher means you're more cracked and you're more like
yeah,
moving
yeah,
your
yeah,
mouse around, and
yeah,
then
it's more
and
speed,
then yeah, much recently I realized okay, lower sensitivity, more accuracy. I just have to
right,
focus on crosshair
yes.
placement. Um, but obviously, as you watched previously in my game, I kind of get too carried away and then kind of
I mean,
focus on the little
one
details.
thing you have to understand is that your sensitivity, even if it's the same in aim labs versus Valorant, will feel slight. I'm not saying a lot different. It will be slightly different because it's not the same
It
programming.
is. Yeah,
It's
I
not the
agree.
same whatever they insert sensitivity in programs. It's not 100% accurate, right? So
That's true.
you got to keep that in mind. And
Even when I use
yeah.
even when I use sensitivity converter, it still doesn't feel the
Never
same.
use that thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually can find somebody's true real thing unless it's AI generated maybe, but in my experience it's all about picking a sense and then you either lower it or bring it higher to adjust to what's comfortable to you. The 180, you got to be able to do a full 180 on both sides, on the table, on your mouse pad, whatever it may be. But one thing I'll say about sensitivity quickly is that slow sense, as in a slow. We'll talk in EDPI. You know what EDPI is, right? It's the
Yeah, that's
sensitivity.
your sense times by your
DPI. Yeah. So,
DPI. Yeah, yeah.
a low EDPI, and you got it right on the head. You're much older, so you understand this. A lot of my students don't understand how sensitivity works. They're all 15, 16, 18, 20, so they're new to gaming, right? But so how it works, I'll briefly explain it, is, lower EDPI, you're gonna have much greater precision, but there's fall off in speed. The way you go like this,
That's what.
flicking, whatever, vertical,
Yeah,
horizontal, whatever.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
high EDPI, you're gonna lose precision, but you're gonna gain that comfortability of being able to just kind of have that speed, flick people, stuff like that. So
Especially in the long range battles,
right,
where like that high DPI is like really hard to like
exactly,
adjust
exactly.
to the micro movements.
Yep. And I'm not saying one or the other is better. It's all preference. Me, I started at the low. I'll say the high mid range. I was 0.48 on 800. Now I'm on the point 0.4 on 800. So over these years I kind of play, and I started higher than that. I was at like, I didn't even, when I first came back to FPS games, because Counter-Strike was my first game, and I came to Valorant after I was a mobile player, so I played a lot of Dota, and I played StarCraft too. So when I came back, I had in StarCraft, my DPI was like 2400 in StarCraft. I had a really
Yeah,
fast
it's
sense.
insane.
Exactly, like super insane. But I was, my APM was really high too. But what I was trying to say is that um I started high too. I was at like 1.0 at like 1000 DPI. Like, it was retarded when I first started for the first 2 months, right? But people kind of told me, hey, you got to lower it to be more accurate. And I did have an accuracy issue, but
I'm literally the same because when I played CS:GO for the first time in a while,
yep,
I got really confused about what sensitivity I use, and I started using the workshop maps
yep,
to like get the pro sensitivity. And I use
yep,
simples. Bro, that guy is like such high sensitivity. It's insane. It's like
yep.
3.06
Hmm.
with like 400 DPI, and
Yeah.
like you could like, yeah, it was insane.
So,
So
coming back to your point, I'm getting a little bit distracted. I've got ADHD,
sorry,
but
me too,
no, no,
man.
no, no,
Me
you're
too.
good, you're good. We're both good. But what coming back to your point, I'm gonna say is that don't change your sense. Just stick to it. Just because there's always a awkward phase and a honeymoon phase. Okay, this is something I've noticed throughout playing Valorant is, okay, you're on a sense, right? You may want to lower it or put it high a little bit later.
Do you want me to tell you my sense
No, no, no,
or
it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna explain what I mean. Okay, so when
okay,
you
okay.
start with a sense and you lower it or you put it up because this sense you're currently using doesn't feel good. Okay, there's a honeymoon period where the new sense you've chosen feels really good. You're gonna start hitting instant
That's
headshots,
true.
stuff like that. But
Yeah, man.
what people don't
Especially in deathmatch.
understand is that it starts falling off after a couple days, and it's gonna be just as bad as the one you felt bad on until you start putting work in it, as in death matches every day, aim trainers on that sense. So the most important thing I can talk about in terms of sensitivity is pick one that's comfortable. You're able to do flicks, turn around 180s, whatever, go whatever. It's comfortable. It feels fast enough. It's not slow enough. But even if it feels slow or too fast, you can always get used to it by aim training, playing on it daily, DMs daily, multiple DMs, not one, like 10 a day. Okay, that's the real way to get your sensitivity at the comfortable level. Even me, when I switched to point 0.4 from 0.48, it's not much of a difference, but it felt really slow because I'm on the higher mid and now I'm in the middle, right? So I'm like, fuck, 0.4, but I just pulled through. I just aim train. I DM every day. I do 10 DMs a day. So yeah, so just coming on that point, just stick with it. And just don't let go, because once you switch it and you're not happy, you're not working on it, it's gonna fall off, and then you're gonna want to switch it back, and it just keeps. It's a vicious cycle of constant. And I've been there too.
Oh man,
It's a constant
I
vicious cycle.
agree. I
You will
agree.
never ever find a sense that feels comfortable unless you stop, use it for a long time, and really really work on it. So let's just move on to these notes. But what you said was 100% accurate. I 100% agree with you. Okay. So I'm gonna start with your cons. Okay. Usually I tell all my students, bro, like there's way more cons than pros. Honestly, in your situation, I think there's more pros than cons because you're in that 10%. So I couldn't.
I feel like I talk too much though sometimes.
A little bit, a little bit. That's probably the one
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cons with
Yeah,
cons.
that's. I'm
And
trying to fix that, but I get worked
and that's
up. So
fine. But the payoff here, or the trade off here, is that at least your communication is accurate, specific, detailed, and it's also your planning. You're being an IGL because you have that gaming experience. You're much older than these guys. You probably know how to be a leader in life. You know, young kids don't know how to, lead. They kind of follow and are very shy and timid, right? You know, us,
Yeah,
we're
I
older.
understand that.
We,
Like,
but that's human nature. You know, even me when I
that's
was
true.
20 years old or 18, I was the same. I was timid. I was shy. I wasn't very outgoing. But these days, I don't care what people think of me, and I didn't understand that concept as well. Right when I'm younger, you
Yeah, it
care
took me a
so
while.
exactly. You care so
It took me a
much
while. Yeah,
how people think of you, or the fear of
how you
judgment,
look,
right?
how you sound,
Exactly,
how you
exactly,
play.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, us, we're different. We're in the different stages of life where we're experienced through whatever failures, life, stuff like that. So we understand. But
Oh
so
yeah.
let's get through this real quick. So I don't want to get stuck on
Sorry
this
if I
too.
yap too much.
No,
I'm
no,
very
so
similar
it's
to you.
fine.
I yap a lot,
Yeah,
so.
bro, I'm the same. I get caught off. I just start yapping like a train sometimes too, because you know, uh, I find this very amusing to me because we're on the same generation. I would never be able to talk like this with other students, right? Because all of them are always at least 10 years younger than me, or 5 or 6, 7 years. They cannot relate, but we can relate because we're
And
the same
there's that
generation.
there's like a language barrier or
Yeah, for
the
sure.
the language
Usually not really. Everyone kind of
monologues.
speaks English, but you get my point. So let's start with your cons first, and then we'll go to your pros. So comms. We start with so there's 5 categories. You see my stream. It's comms, aim, movement, positioning, utility usage, game sense slash mental game. Right? You know, I can talk to you like this. You know that the game sense slash mental game part of any video game, any sport, any competitive thing is super complicated. It's not
It's
just
the most important part,
exactly. It's the most
literally.
important part, but it's not it's not as easy as we may say or some people say. It is
It
super
takes a lot of
it
practice.
it's so much involved. There's emotional control, there's knowledge, experience, situation. There's just so many subcategories in this category. So so if I were to rank these categories for you, let's start with that and then start with your console. Let me just think for 1 second. So okay, I would say your best thing is probably is honestly I'm gonna be pretty it's good is I'm gonna say your aim and game sense are probably not one or the other is better, but they're quite tied or close together. Okay, it's gonna be aim and then game sense slash the mental game, and then well, in terms of like emotional control and that type of mental game is good. Game sense could take a little bit more work in terms of the details of in depths of Valorant. Okay, in terms of Valorant, it's not as high, but in terms of the overall experience you have, life experience, game experiences, emotional control, just kind of awareness is there. It's there to be high level. Okay, that's something I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
with Valorant as a game concept,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot. Like for example, there was that one round where I think the Echo, whatever his name is, Gecko,
Gecko,
he
yep.
ulted me, but I was
Yeah.
like, I panicked. I was like, oh, do I
Right,
shoot
right, right.
this or do I not shoot
Right.
this?
But,
Yeah, so like,
and we'll get there. We'll get there when the round comes. But let's just stay on this point. So in terms of game sense, I think it's quite strong in terms of awareness. What you need to do, your intuition is quite strong too. Like when you guys went on A and you guys plant about the plant and you guys had all the sight, you told your team, guys, watch flank. That's something I would say as well because there's some unknown threats here, especially if you don't have a trip, which you guys didn't have up, right? So that is a good game sense. You may have learned it from Counter Strike, but that's it's quite strong. So, but it's just the more the Valorant side things that need a little tweaking. I'm not saying a lot of tweaking, but a little bit more of a faster decision making, identifying the situation in terms of Valorant, and identifying also situationally what you could do. Maybe the little bit more advanced concepts like which you did call rotations, but it was quite rare because you guys kept running it down A, which you identified was weak, so that was really good. But you could probably get a better grasp of things like rehits, fakes, and you probably do know of those things from Counter Strike because those are all from Counter Strike, right? Fakes, rehits, inserting lurking, understanding the padding, the movement, understanding utility, stuff like that. But so I will rank it as. It's gonna be aim. I'll put mental game. Okay, we'll separate it for you because I think it's slightly separated, but it's still in the same category. So the aim and mental game is quite strong. Okay, and then I'm gonna say comms. Okay, then I'm gonna say your games. Okay, then I'll say movement positioning, and then I'll put lastly your game sense in terms of Valorant game sense, not your overall gaming game sense, but the in-depth parts of Valorant need a little refining. I don't even think it needs that. Like, obviously we need to keep improving, but I don't think it's that far off. Sorry, from high, l- low, high, mid, high level like Ascendant or Immortal. Okay, it's really just I you telling me you're playing like not even once a week, bro. It's obviously it's self-explanatory. Like and I hate to say this generic ass answer, but if you play 10 hours a day, you would get Immortal, no doubt. Your aim is quite strong. You're shitting on these kids. Like in terms of aim only, I think it's probably a true skill of high diamond or even higher, mid ascendant. Okay, because I never saw you whiffed only like twice early on, and you only whiffed on the Gecko ult as well. But most of the time, even when you're losing the fight first, as in you're looking away and they're shooting, you just turn back and deleted them. Right? That's quite good. That's quite strong. So that's that. So let's move on. So comms. Only bad thing I notice is that you kind of yap a lot, and that's fine. I do it too sometimes. You joke around and stuff. That's fine. No big deal. So nothing really there. Okay, because I did say that it's your third best, right? Uh, so that's that. Okay, aim. I just wrote. I really did not see any problems with your aim. You're instantly deleting most of the players in this lobby, and at a higher margin. It wasn't like you were struggling. You're quite snappy. You're always headshot level, and it's in the pro notes too. I wrote it, so we'll get there. But I just wrote some inconsistencies in. He's whiffing a bit. That's all. In the beginning, right? You're nervous. You're not heated up yet. It's normal. So that's all I wrote. Say, movement positioning. I'm telling you, your cons are quite small, which is rare, super rare. You're in that 10%. Okay. The next thing is uh, movement positioning. This kind of can go into your game sense as well. It's tied in. Okay. I wrote once decayed, he needs to wait it out. Remember that round on A main where you guys were 4 long and the it was pistol round, I think, and the clove and it'll come up too, but the clove through the decay and you still went up and you died because you're 1 HP, right? Because you have to understand how decay works in this game is um when it hits you, you go from 150 HP to like 20 HP, 10 HP. You literally, it takes like one shot, especially with clove decay. Other decays are a little bit different, but you remember that round where you went like this and he spammed you through the smoke and you just died from one shot? Hello? Hello? Yo, you there? Is it me? Guys, chat, is chat okay, guys? Is chat okay? Oh, Mike died. He said his mic died. I was like, what the? I was like, what's going on? Okay. Hello. Okay,
Hello,
good, good.
Sorry, bro.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries. The stream was just laughing though. They're like you passed out or something mid-stream, which is funny. But were you hearing what I was saying?
Yeah, you were saying
Okay.
that with the clove, the decay.
Yep.
And you gotta worry about the decay and
Yep.
keep that in mind and try to delay your attack.
So I'm just gonna ask you. You remember when you got decayed here, right? When you were 4 long, and then you try to peek like this,
Yeah.
and you got spammed through the smoke by 1 bullet. It was like 2 bullets max. I'm pretty sure it was 1
I
bullet.
got deleted.
Right.
I got
Through the
deleted.
smoke. Like he didn't even see you. But that's the power of decay. Is it makes you the time of kill even lower. It's already low in Valorant, but it makes you even lower. As in, and only it'll take you one or two shots. That's it. That's kind of how decay works in this invulnerability / decay works in this game. Okay, so just keep that in mind. When you come up here and you get decayed, you just gotta wait it out. Because it's just too risky to go in like that. If one guy just had a classic here and just started right clicking all you guys coming out, you guys are all dead. Like even if one bullet hit like each of you, 3 people, like you're all dead. If it was like a lucky right click. Yep. Go ahead.
Question. Let's just say in a different scenario, let's just say we got everything, we got a long control, and we push up A main. But then let's just say that there's sage wall or like a decay or something. Do you have to just wait it out, or do you like rotate? That's the thing I always focus on.
Well,
Kind of weird it out.
a wall and decay is different, right? A wall is a physical obstruction, right? But a decay is more of a mental obstruction, more of a utility thing, as in like a health obstruction, right? You become 1 HP for 5 seconds or however long it lasts. I don't even know, but it's about 5, 6, 7 seconds where you become 1 HP, right? A wall doesn't make you 1 HP, so it's a slightly different. If there's a wall, you can just shoot it down and start going in. You guys are all 150 HP. There's no invulnerability aspect, but
Okay.
a decay is much different because you come up here, he decays your whole team. Okay, you guys aren't gonna go in. You guys are all dead because if there's one guy with a phantom, you guys are all dead because the rate of fire is so fast and you guys are all 1 HP. Right? Think about it like that. The decay, the clove decay specifically, is making you 1 HP essentially for a few seconds, 5, 7 seconds, however long it is. So you gotta wait it out. You get decay, just back up. Don't stand here. Back up a little bit where they cannot hit you for one time. Wait, and if
Okay.
you know where your HP is, right? It'll
Yeah,
say
yeah.
decay, it'll bring your HP down, and also there's a timer that shows you when it's gone. So you can just look when you get decayed, look at your HP. Okay, it'll show you when it's gonna go back to normal. So then you go back.
Uh,
So that's
yeah.
that's the kind of mechanic.
With Clove's nade decay, whatever
Yep.
it's called.
Yep.
She only has one per round, correct?
Yes, one per round, and it's not
Okay.
it's not a signature. So in this game, they're called signature abilities, where abilities will reset. Like Reyna does not have a signature ability. Her flash doesn't come back. Does not refresh. There's no cooldown, right? Most
Yeah.
agents do though, like the smokes agents. Always the smokes. There's signature ability.
Raise nade.
Raise Nate. Well, those ones are more kill orientated, right? You need to get kills for the nades to come back. For
Oh, like
Jet,
Jet Dash, for
yes, it's like
example.
Jet Dash, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I'm trying to think. Kale's knife comes back. Tails missiles come back. So every agent kind of has their own signature ability. Phoenix, the duelists mainly their signature abilities will come back when you get kills. That's kind of how they programmed it for duelists. But initiator, controller, sentinel, some of their abilities come back. Most sentinels don't have abilities that refresh. Some do, not all though. Actually, when I think about most do actually, like a Sage Heal, Cipher Camera, Vice, her little Rose flashbang thing. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah. So coming to this point, yeah, just all you have to do is just wait it out, and you'd be back at full HP, and then you can entry again. Okay, so let's move on from that point. So utility usage. Okay, obviously you're playing Reyna, bro. There's not much utility. Okay, this is her
There's only
main.
CC.
This is her main piece of utility. Obviously she has another kit which is dismiss or heal, but you need to get kills in order to do that. Okay, so it's a little bit different. That's more aim mechanic reliant. Her ult is one too, but also again you need kills or get orbs or defuse or die to get it up. So that's a little bit different. So I tell all my Reyna players, okay, this is really her kit, and from what I saw, you play really good. One thing, it'll come up though, but one thing I noticed is that you don't always have to swing off this flash. You always swing off it. It happened on, I believe, A, or I can't remember where. It'll come up. I wrote it down, but
And I think I died as well.
yeah, because you just swung, even short. Remember that one time you just flashed and swung?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to. It can just be an info thing too. Flash, and listen. You flash, 3 people shoot it. You can, in this game, you can hear how many people are shooting. So 3 people shoot it. You don't need a peek, right? You understand the threat there and the danger, the risk of peeking into 3 people. So you can just flash and get info. They'll all shoot it because this is this flash is one of the unique flashes where it's kind of like Vice flash, where you need to shoot it, or you're gonna get blinded, and it doesn't affect your teammates, right? You understand that? So you can just throw it anywhere to gain info. Let's say you're in a really sticky situation, you're A main, you saw 1 or 2, you're unsure, they stopped running, you're not sure if they're walking, okay, and you don't want to peek because you don't want to take that risk. You can just throw a flash right here, right? They will more than likely shoot this because they don't want to be blind. They don't want to stand in it because if they just stand in it, you're gonna peek and kill them. So yeah, just this can be an info play as well, anywhere, even heaven. Okay, you're solo here, you hear them coming, or you're unaware, you don't want to peek, you just throw it out, see who's out there. Sometimes they'll hide too, but a lot of the times they'll shoot it, especially when you catch them out of position when you throw it. Okay, so I wrote, doesn't always have to flash to peek, can be used for info. That's really the only thing I saw bad with your flash, which isn't that bad of an issue. All you have to do is fix it. Like here as well, you don't have to swing. You flashed and then you swung. Remember the chamber and you died, right?
Yeah, and I
like-
died 100%.
like-
yeah.
When you flash, he was slightly flashed. You should have won this fight, but when he is flashed, like, well, sorry, when you flash, he's anticipating you coming out. So, you know, and you have to understand this angle is not to your advantage because they can see here first. Yes, you know, you have an advantage by peeking out or whatever, or waiting them to come out. But in terms of the advantage, you know, you did it too on attack where everyone's looking here for the door guy to peek,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
thought- oh,
you
yeah.
gotta think about it
Okay,
both ways. Yep.
Also, I kept calling it tree, but it's not tree. What's it called?
Here,
Yeah.
this is called garage. This is a garage.
Garage, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kept calling it tree, man.
They'll call this garage doors, right? When I ping it, it says
Yeah.
mid doors. You can
There.
call it mid doors, but most people call it garage,
Yeah.
front garage, back, inside garage, garage window. This
There.
is a garage doors, stuff like that. So also one thing is you don't in this game, especially Reyna, you got to be careful with throwing the flash up high. If you throw it too high, their field of view may not be that high, so you're not gonna blind them. What I told most of my Reyna players is you should always flash the corner you're peeking. So if I want to swing like this, put it on the ground. He'll always be blind because look, whenever I go, I can always see the floor, but wherever I go, sometimes I can't always see the sky when it's this high up, right? So just keep that in mind.
Okay.
And also when you're swinging, it's the same thing. You're always putting it up high, put it down low, okay? You know, you would flash like over here and then start swinging, right? But I'll explain why it's bad. If somebody's holding a tight angle, let's say from here, okay, is he getting flashed?
No.
Exactly. So if you put it on that corner where you're swinging from, he's always, both angles are gonna. If he's holding like this, he's flash. If he's here, flash. If he's here, flash. Right? Because there's only one way you're kind of swing from. It's not gonna be here unless you're starting there. But you get my point. So just even if you're attacking, just always put it here because you don't know how. You know, this is something I learned to experience. I'm a Reyna main. I used to be. I have probably over 5,000 hours on Reyna. That's really maybe the second
That's
or
a lot.
yeah, like you know, I initially got to Immortal 3 playing smokes only, Brim, Omen, stuff like Sage, Cypher. But the second time, you know, I quit the game for you know a couple months, 8 months. For me, I just kept going on and off. I'd play 5 months, come back, play another 5 months, come back, right? So you know, every time I came back, I had to reclimb. But the second time I got to Immortal 3, okay, I spammed Reyna because I wanted to get better at duelist. At this point in my game, my aims, I started aim training, getting really good at aiming, and which I wasn't. I was always bottom fragging stuff like that. I was more of a game sense player, as you may call it, like play my role, smokes, you know, sentinel, hold down a sight. I wasn't much of a shooter type. I'm more of a brain player. I learned aim after. That's me though. So when I was going through this struggle, I used to always swing like this and come out, and a lot of the times I would die, and I was like, and I would be upset. Why am I dead? Why am I dead? But you know, I started realizing that, you know, they're not blind. So I just adjusted. I always swing down low where I'm gonna flash, and more than likely, you know, not saying all the time, but more than likely, if you flash like that, they're always gonna be blind. Okay, so keep that in mind. Don't go too high up. Yep, go ahead.
The reason why I do it too high up is because I had this like weird mental concept where
They're gonna have to adjust, right?
Yeah, like
yeah.
the crosshair. Like
Yeah.
let's say you're picking a corner,
Yeah.
and then let's say you throw the blind in a certain angle where it's close to the corner. Even if they're blinded, they can like shoot the blind and then readjust to you.
Yeah, but then it just
So
becomes it just becomes an info thing as well. If you know, if you're blind, you're about to swing, you hear 3 people shoot, you're not gonna swing it. If it's one person,
Oh,
you
of
still might
course,
swing
yeah.
it. But the problem with this is that they're not gonna be blind. They might not even shoot it because they're not blind. That's my
Yeah, that's true.
that's my point.
I never thought of that.
I can
yeah.
understand. I have had that same thought process too when I was shooting it up high. I'm like, yo, they're gonna adjust and come back. But you have to understand, once you get to the higher level, well, for me, you know, I was at the higher level, so people have nasty aim. They're just going like this and coming back down already. I'm automatically at
Like
headshot level. So,
crispy aim and
Right.
like low reaction time.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's no really point in doing this because it's so easily shootable, especially at the higher ranks. This will get killed a lot of the time. So this will
So what
turn.
you're saying is it's easier to like throw it in the floor, get
Yep.
the reaction from the enemies,
Info.
and then react accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. You just play accordingly. Like if you flashed here and you heard one guy shooting it, you can swing. But But if you flash here and you hear you're about to swing, you hear 4 people, like you're not gonna go. Like it's already broke because you'll notice this. Maybe
Definitely.
not in your ranks, okay? But the higher you go, diamond 3 plus, ascendant 3 plus, okay? Once you throw this and you're about to swing, a lot of the times it's gonna be broken because people know to shoot Reyna. It's breakable. So keep that in mind. And let's not be subjective, as in like, oh, but you know this. You know, I'm not saying you are, but most people, some of my students are. They're always like, but you know I'm in gold, so they're not gonna break it. But it's like, don't you want to be a high level player? Don't you want to play with good players? You got to be ready for this.
You want to
type of
learn the right way.
Exactly.
You have to learn the right way first.
Right,
Yeah.
your foundation needs to be correct, like at the higher levels, and that's why I try to explain everything at higher levels, so that way they're ready when they're there, right? They don't experience it for new. I've already told them what's up, so you know, at the higher levels, a lot of times when I flash, it's broken, even before I try to break, especially, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time, it's good 60-70% of the time it's broken, okay? But especially when there's more than one person, it's gonna be broken. One person sometimes they'll struggle with it, but if there's 2 to 3 people, it's broken a big chunk of the time. So
Yeah,
just keep
it's like
yeah.
it's like no point even flashing because it's just gonna
Right.
break it anyways.
I mean, it's not like there's no point, but you know,
Oh yeah,
if
of
it
course,
just
yeah.
turns into a swinging utility to an information utility, as in I'm about to swing. Oh, they broke it. Oh, I can't go anymore, right? Because you're not gonna try
Yeah, I
swing
never
into
thought about it.
three
Yeah, I
people.
never thought
Right.
about it in like the
Yep.
information
Yep.
point of view. I
Yep.
more of thought about it. Oh,
Right.
blind and peek. I never really thought about
Exactly.
it. Oh,
Exactly.
you can actually use your blind to actually get information.
Yeah,
which
and
is something
that's just
interesting,
one
so.
thing I noticed with your game is that you're just swinging it's mandatory for you to swing when you flash,
Yeah.
right? Which in itself isn't a bad concept. It's just in this game it's not like Counter-Strike. It's slightly different. So you know, in Counter-Strike you flash, you're going in, you're gonna swing to clear or whatever. Okay, because but the radius is so big in terms of getting flash banged, right? Even if you turn side a little bit to the side, you're gonna get a semi-flashed, right? But
Yeah,
in
I feel like a
Valorant,
360 pretty much.
this utility literally has to be in your field of view, and it's able to break, as in they can break it. So just keep that in mind. Okay,
Okay.
so let's move on.
Yeah. go on.
You know, that's pretty much it for utility usage. You're playing Reyna, that's not much. You don't have to perma swing every time. There's gonna be times at the higher levels, right? Because you know their aim is good. Even if you go like this, you're like peek like that, you're dead. So there's gonna be times where you hear a lot C. And what I do, I also use it as a deterrent. As in, I hear them running in, I just flash down low. It's info and deterrent. They shoot it, they start running, I throw another one. It slows them down, right? Because especially if they don't shoot it, there are times that whole team doesn't shoot. They just start looking away, right? They're scared, whatever it may be. It's all
So
situational.
pretty much what you're saying is like your utility can be used in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be just peeking. It can be information. It can be slow down. It can be everything.
Right. Deterrent, information, or a peeking tool. Those are the main 3 categories.
Okay.
Right? So you
I
can use
always
it.
used to just for
Right.
peeking. So
Yep,
like that's interesting.
Right,
Yeah.
because you know, there's gonna be times where you hear them, you guys are stacked on C, and you just throw a flash here. You hear the info, they're about to come in, and then you throw another one, and then you swing. So you know, you get info off the first flash, and it's a deterrent. It slows them down. They get scared. It's a little bit of it's kind of in the name leer, right? Like that's what it's called. You know, it kind of will scare people away. Yeah, it's a really
Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, exactly. It's Eye of Sauron, right? It's just scary as well, especially when it's hectic rounds. You know, obviously if it's not like a calm, slow ass round, they're just gonna shoot it. But hectic rounds where there's like 20 seconds left and they're running up, see, they need to get on site with the bomb. Like this will work in your favor. Where you just start throwing it. They have to choose to keep pushing and shooting it, keep pushing where you gain the info of you listening them, right? And or they just have to wait, which most of the times they don't. But so you just gotta set it up. Usually I like to peek off the second one if you do like to swing. So swing, get some info. Obviously, you know, if nothing there, you're gonna have to look, stuff like that. Okay, and then you know they start break it, they start running up, okay, boom, and then dismiss out, get a quick kill and dismiss out. Okay, so let's move on. Game sense / mental game. I wrote needs to balance the sights out on defense, only on defense. Okay, a little bit on attack too, but defensively, I noticed that you're kind of not spreading out, but making sure that the defensive line is in unison is the word I'll use. You gotta make sure that it's correctly aligned, as in, you know, don't start 4B. Like, you know what's wrong with that, right? There's no one holding A, no one holding C. You know, there's gonna be one, like, make sure you're thinning out your forces, if you may will. Okay, make sure one guy's let's put the sentinel on the big site where he can cover short and long chamber, cipher, say whatever. Okay, and then you kind of just make sure all the points are covered. And I don't have to go too deep in that. You already know what that is. Make sure. And
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
you're the old. Not it's not even age. You're the better player in these lobbies. You're more experienced. You have more game sense. You're more aware than these guys. So it's really on your shoulders to do that. I believe you're an IGL, not just through your age, but through your experience. You know more than these guys. So not thin them out, but make sure that they're playing accordingly. Okay, chamber, go A, set up your team. You don't have to tell them. Just say, yo, go solo anchor A. That's all he'll know what to do. He'll play out. You gotta kind of trust that he'll know what to do off that. And he kind of was. He'd put his trip long and he'd go short. So in those cases, it's fine to play with him, but there are times too where it's probably best to just leave him alone, and then you go stack C in his garage or B, and you guys concentrate 4 people here, and then leave your sentinel here or C, wherever it may be. But you get my point, right? So it's make sure you're kind of spreading your forces effectively, efficiently, and accordingly. They're rushing.
Is that before the round
Yeah,
begins?
of course. You wouldn't do that.
Okay.
There are times you do it mid round too, where everyone's rotated over. They saw 3 mid, and then they cut noise, and then everyone's on B all of a sudden. You're gonna have to tell them, yo, someone go watch A, someone go C, someone watch garage.
Oh, okay,
right?
yeah, I get it.
But
I get it.
so, but overall, you gotta just kind of do this pre-round. You see everyone gravitating towards B, you just tell them, guys, can someone go play B? Can someone go garage? Can we split up? If they do not listen, you go do it. Okay, that's what I do. If I tell them go play somewhere and like, nah, fuck you, I'm like, all right, fuck you, now I'm gonna go do it by myself. Right? But because
Yeah.
I understand the importance of somebody needs to be here, so I'll go do it. I don't care even if I'm not a sentinel or not. I will take that on my shoulders to solo hold this down, whatever it may be. But you get my point. So let's move on. That's a smaller point. Could be a bit more aware in terms of enemy positioning on retake. So this is a defensive note. Okay, on C.
That's what I with a lot as well.
Okay, and we'll get through these concepts, all these advanced concepts, when the round comes up. I'll explain all of them in detail to you. Okay, but right now we're just going to the general notes. So on C, and I'll make this really brief because we gotta get through these general notes quickly. But so on C, remember that 2v2 retake where it was you and Clove? Clove went here, you went here. Okay.
It kind of clutched it up. Yeah.
Yeah, your Clove killed the guy backside, and I saw. You'll see it on the VOD. I saw a question mark here. So and your teammates then started saying main, main, main. Okay, and then you still went out here like he wasn't, like you didn't know if he was here or not, right? We gotta just kind of be more aware there. Okay, look before you go in. Look at your mini map. See what's up. Okay, if you got to here or here, like you're playing it safe, you're getting here, and he's walking up, you would have seen him kill him. Okay, then you start taking these angles, then you would have saw the question mark as well because the Clove saw him. So it's a little bit of just your mini map awareness. Just look at it.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't looking at my minimap.
Yeah,
I
I could tell. Like,
and trying to find.
I could tell because I'm so aware. My eyes are so. That's just me. I've played so many games where minimap is involved. So I've trained my brain where I'm just good at minimap awareness. Okay, Dota 2 is a big minimap thing where any icon, any enemy hero icon, my eyes are so sensitive. I pick it up. Yo, he's top, he's mid, he's bottom, whatever it is. So that's something I just learned from other games. But yeah, like if you just took a breather, just chill out, be patient a little bit, because there's no need to run in 2v2. They just got the bomb down as well. In this specific example, obviously there are times you must run in when there's like, 40, it takes 45 seconds for the bomb to explode, 7 seconds to defuse. So if there's only 10 seconds left, there's sometimes you're gonna have to start running it in, but that's a different situation. This situation, just play it cool. You're running C and you just kind of jump the gun, if you will. You kind of just didn't know you were not certain. Right, in this game you really need to be certain, and most of the time you are.
I wasn't 100% certain.
Exactly, you're not 100% certain, right? So,
yeah,
just slow down. Your Clove was walking up, kind of go with her, stuff like that. She would have killed her, and then you would have seen the question mark. Just take a look. Okay, yo, main. Start making the comp. Flasher for your team, stuff like that. Okay, let's move on. That's pretty much it. It'll come up as well when the round comes up. But,
so sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
I know I interrupted you a lot.
No. You can interrupt me. I know I'm talking and trying to like move forward, so you can interrupt me anytime you have a question. It's no problem.
Yeah, I just don't want to bother you or anything. So
No,
when you're
you're not
not certain of where they are, you just play it slow. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's a mechanic in this game called slice the pie. So let's say we did not know anything. Your Clove's here. She's not out. Didn't kill him 2v2.
Let's say my brain is off and I don't see my minimap, for example.
Right, exactly. So you need to start deducting these common spots, and this is something you the knowledge you gain through playing a lot. Okay, as you climb, as you play a lot, you start to see the or change in elo. Okay, you start to see players playing in the same exact spot, even if they're just different players. And that's just kind of how these maps are created, as in there isn't much you can do. Counter Strike, the angles and the corners, it's more
Same
realistic.
thing with Counter Strike, to be honest.
Yeah, but still, there still are more open spaces. You can get creative. You can
Yeah.
boost a lot. Okay, there's not much boosting in this game, so it's not like this
Yeah.
guy can be here. I have to clear this every time, right? It's not like he can be up there unless he's got a updraft or a
Exactly, yeah.
TP. It's not like Counter Strike. In Counter Strike, you can do a 3-man boost and get up there or some bullshit like that, right? So you understand that. So, but what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is that you need to know these spots, okay? These come out angles in quotation. I call them entry angles or come out angles in quotation. You can really call it whatever you want, but these angles, these off angle, you can even call it off angles or whatever, okay? But these angles that are common where they're gonna hold you, right? So a very common spot in C is like here, okay? It's here, right here, okay? They play off this because then you can't. If they hear you run out, they can just go around. If they come this way, you just go this way, right? Here's really common. Logs is very common. Okay, this corner is probably the most common corner. When a attacking team has the whole site, they're gonna sit here and I'm gonna ask you, why do you think it's so common?
Because you've got two angles covered. You've got the push from what do you call it? Sorry, not tree.
Garage. This is
Garage.
called garage. You could just call this garage. They'll just call this generally.
Yeah,
Yo,
garage.
garage,
Yeah.
garage. Okay.
I watched a video a while ago where it's like when you're defending and you're doing post plant, it's better to watch like 2-in-1 angle. Where
Right.
if they peek from it's just like you're watching killing two birds with one stone.
Right,
kind of
right,
thing,
and that's the answer.
If they come out,
That was the answer I was looking for, bro. You hit the nail in the head, okay? Because you can cover 2 angles with 1 spot. This is why this is so common. Where if I just have my crosshair like this, even if I start peeking like this, dead. If they run out, dead. If I come here, dead. One of my team holding that, I can just hold
and
this.
your crosshair
Dead.
doesn't even have
Right?
to move. It's
Exactly, it
literally
doesn't
head
have
level.
to move. So
Yeah.
perfect. You gotta understand. And I'm just gonna ask you another question: how many retake angles are there on this specific site?
3, isn't it?
Oh,
you mean like I mean like 3 other.
No, angles where the
angles.
team, the retaking team can come from. Don't think about the flank. Where the retaking team can come from. Not the flank, because the flank is
just
one
two,
person.
just two.
Exactly,
Just
2
two, right?
people. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why this.
There.
So when you go around or play on a site, or you kind of just curious, go to a site and just run around, just kind of think. And you're a smart guy, bro. I can really tell you're a really smart guy, and you have that experience to be that smart and experienced. Okay, this is another most common angle. Okay, same thing here, right? It's the same concept. This one guy can hold. The attacker needs at least utility plus more than one guy to clear this angle. One guy goes like this, he's dead. If he goes like this guy usually has an advantage as well.
Yeah, because he has a 50-50 guess.
Right,
like
right,
either left or right.
Is it left or right? Nobody knows, especially. And I
Yeah,
have a problem
exactly.
with this thing too, where I'm like solo lurking, and I want to get in there. I haven't heard anything. I hear people rotating off from C to A through back of B, and I'm like, okay, I'm going in, and I'll go like this, and this guy's here, and then like sometimes I go like this, and this guy's here, right? So it's really hard to go like this
Exactly,
a lot of the time, especially when you're trying to be like looking at the mini map and like, you're listening to noise and stuff. A lot of shit's going
Unless
on.
you have like super high sense where you can check both.
Exactly,
But that's,
sure,
it's-
but that's
yeah,
like
it's not
one in
convenient.
the thousands of people that can do that, right? So, or like you're really good, you practice this every day. You come like this, you practice this every day or some shit where you're really good at it, right? But you get my point. There needs to be some sort of utility on this side, and it's kind of the same on A, where the most common angles are like here. Okay, over
There.
here, over here, over
There.
here, inside over
There.
here. They'll push up like you did a lot. They'll play
There.
here. They'll play hell. They'll play heaven. So I know this. Even this is an off angle for attackers. An off angle for the attackers, as in the defenders will stay here a lot. Which you did. You did it twice, and it worked. It paid off, right?
Yeah.
Because it's such a hard angle to clear when they come down. They gotta not
You
only
have to literally
look
turn
here.
your whole mouse.
Right.
Yeah.
They not only have to worry about the guy swinging normally, now we got to keep going back and forth and look. And a lot of the times I get caught too. I will get caught lacking here where I just kind of assume nobody's there because, whatever, we started it or whatever, and there's someone there or they TP'd there or whatever maybe. So you kind of get my point, right? So it's, all these sites have common angles / come out angles / on both sides, whether it's on the defensive side or attacking side, or a post plant scenario or an entry angle, or an entry concept or a retaking concept. So keep that in mind, okay? you really gotta deduct. So coming back to this point, 2v2, you don't know anything. Your minimap is off. Okay, you just have to start slicing the pie. They call this slicing the pie, where I'm slowly clearing all these angles where I'm not exposing myself like this, and I'll die.
You
And
have to pre-fire. You have to pre-fire.
no,
Or
you
no?
don't. You can. The really high level players will kind of pre-fire it. Okay, just kind of
Okay.
get ready. But
But then
this-
that kind of gives you a position away, right?
Exactly. It's more, that's more of a Counter-Strike mechanic. In Valorant, there's not too much retaking. You can. I'm not saying you cannot. It will be quite hard in terms of you're taking your time, and you're a lot of times.
And then they just expect you to do that. So then they're just like,
Yeah,
you should know
and you're just
exactly
giving
what
them a
you're
little bit
peak, so-
info, but I'm not saying you can't. I think it's fine. I've done it too sometimes, like on when I'm attacking on B, because I know these fuckers love to hold this, right? So there'll be times where I come up here and I'm just like, and I just crouch peek him and I just insta headshot him. Like I've done that so many times on this site. Usually only this site because it's such slight angles, slivers of angles where they're just like this waiting for you, right? So these fuckers, I always, I just go and I just, I come up, whichever
and
way.
Even if they're not there, you still got the information that they're not holding that angle. And
Exactly.
if they were there,
Right,
that's
right.
instant
They're dead.
headshot.
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's your discretion, to be honest. You can use it if you want to, but you get what I'm trying to say. Hopefully, where
Yeah, slicing the pie.
Yeah, just,
I gotta learn that concept.
it's about a 10-15 degree increment movement, maybe even less sometimes. It really depends. At the higher levels, they'll do like really small, like 3 to 5% angle movement every single time, right? But generally it's about 10-15% where you're kind of like, okay, nothing's there, right? So that's how you deduct, right? So I'll briefly show you. So you look here, okay, look there, you look here, you look logs, and then you walk out, look here again, and then you have to re-clear this because they can tuck in this box, right? You cleared the come out angle, but he could still be in the corner. That's what you have to keep in mind too.
Yeah,
So
you cleared the peak angle, but you
Right.
actually haven't cleared the actual angle.
exactly. So that's why
Yeah.
the same thing over here, like where I'll look, okay, nothing there, nothing there. Okay, nothing there, and I always repeat because they can be tucked on this angle where I'm like this, and he's stuck there. Just the way the Valorant, the angles are, it's just boxy and squarish. You need a hard clear in this game a lot. Hard clear. You need to really come wide to clear this. Like even here, if a guy was tucked, you wouldn't see him. You gotta come out. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's move on. So where were we? Could be a random. So yeah, okay, I just wrote once again. Once decayed, he needs to wait it out. Okay, it's a little bit just of our utility knowledge slash game sense, as in it just makes sense. If you're decayed, there's no point in just running out 1 HP. Just
I think
wait
I
it
was.
out.
I think I was just being a little bit stupid there.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Ahead of my time.
I'm not even saying that specific round, but generally, you get my point. It's like it just doesn't.
What about ISO? What about ISO and vulnerability?
that
Do you
one-
wait it out.
Yeah, you should wait that one out too. That one is not as strong as Clove Decay. You won't go to 10 HP, 20 HP, but it'll take 2 shots. So you'll be about 70 HP ish.
That's body shots, right? Not headshots.
Body shots, yep, body shots.
Yeah.
Headshots, you're always instantly almost deleted if they're in the range. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Let's go to your pros now. We're finished with that. So comms, I wrote when bomb. This is like you don't know how many times I've said this in the VOD to my students when the bomb goes down. I'm like, you need to tell them the bomb is down. Okay, you did this perfectly. Okay, you're more like the best example. Okay, the bomb goes down mid or whatever on aim, where you're like, bomb is down, guys. Right? You understand that information is super crucial. Where once you say that, your team can just come start rallying to you, running to you, and start holding the bomb down. Because that's the key piece of attacker. They need the bomb. If they don't have the bomb, they cannot win. So that was really good by you. Okay, that was a super high level way of communicating. Okay, next thing is active. Okay, your comms are quite active. You're proactive in your comms. Hey guys, and you're identifying things. It's kind of comes together with game sense. So even though these categories are separated, a lot of the things are used together. So you identified using your brain. Okay, yo, A is weak. The Deadlock has never played there. You guys went the first 2 times, and then I remember you asking your team like, hey, do you guys know where Deadlock is? Because you want to go against the Sentinel, right? So that was a really good awareness by you.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go with the
Right.
because I've had matches before where like I would push, everything goes well, and then she throws that cage, and
everyone's fucked.
Everyone's doing ducks and just
Right,
like,
yeah. Right. And also, Deadlock is an advantage as in she can hear. I don't know if it's a she or boy. I actually don't know, but Deadlock can identify when when you guys are taking the tag off, the crouch tag, you know how it makes you instantly crouch. Once you start taking it
Yeah.
off, Deadlock can hear whether you are trying to take it off or not, or when it's completed as well. So that's a key piece of information for Deadlock. So that's why Deadlock is very strong against attacking concepts.
Well,
She can lock down a lot.
my thought of process was like, because you know how like when they have a cipher on this map, they always play around C or
Yep.
they play around tree. But
Or A.
calling it tree for some reason.
Garage.
It's
Yep.
garage.
Yep.
Yeah. Because like obviously that's why I decided to play towards A this game because
Right.
I know the Sentinel plays around
Yep.
C or B.
So that's good. You're aware that a Sentinel can not only hold down the site, can hold down another part of the map without that Sentinel being present, as in
Yeah, they're
chamber
usually just
trip.
solo.
Right, exactly. And I'll explain it to you like this. You know, a map is usually, most maps, you know, I was just on Fracture, the student before you, I explained to him, I'm like, most maps are 3/3, 1/3 here, 1/3 here, 1/3 here, okay? But Fracture and some other maps are a little bit, maybe some other maps like Breeze, where it's in quarters. But those are the 1 out of 12 or 2 out of 12 maps, okay?
I
But
hate Fracture.
most maps generally are in thirds. So, you know, Abyss, Haven, like a lot of these maps are you know, Bind is a little bit, yes, kind of similar. It's probably more halves on Bind, but you get my point. So it's third. So a Sentinel, usually a lot of the time, if you use your utility well, you can use your brain, stay up, not die. A lot of the times can hold down 2/3 of the map by himself. Where a Cypher puts a trip here and then a Cam here and then the Cypher, like he's just holding
They get
2/3.
so much. They
Right.
get so much information,
exactly.
man, if they play it properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they're, and that's what good Sentinels do. They're able to spread their utility accordingly or stack it accordingly, where they put it on one side and just predict they're gonna run down and just kill everybody.
Do they even
Yep.
have to like actually like get a kill? They literally just put their lineups properly and they just convey that to the team. And they're like, all right, guys, there's
exactly.
one garage, there's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's times on like maps like Bind where you'll set up your whole kit on B, but then you go play on A, and then you leave a couple guys on B. So it's all situational, but yeah, like you
Yeah.
get my point. So let's move on. Where was I? Yeah. So you said bomb was down, great. Your comms are active, great. Next thing is you feed info well. This is something I'm telling you, it's quite rare to find a player with good comms, high level comms.
I think I yap too much though.
There are times where
Sometimes-
you're yapping too much when it's not a
Yeah.
like not a part of the game, as in you're just jibber jabbering. But you know,
Oh no.
you know,
I'm having a few drinks, so I'm trying to like
yeah,
get the morale
no
up
worries,
on
no
the
worries.
team,
I
so-
fully understand. Like it's fine. Obviously, don't get too annoying though. Like not saying that you are. I'm just saying.
Oh, of course, yeah.
People are, you know how people are. They're quite sensitive to noise, as in, you know,
Introverts.
yeah, they
or,
find
like,
you
very closed
annoying.
in.
If they find you annoying, they're just gonna mute you and they're never gonna talk to you again. And you know, I do
Yeah.
that too sometimes, where this guy's just yapping about some random.
I think that was a chamber, to be honest. I think I
Sure.
know the fuck out of the chamber.
Sure, right. He wasn't replying to you, but and that happened to another student where he was over calming, like, you know, he was trying to plan, but it was too much, and they just the whole part. He had a 3-man party on his team, and they all muted him. They were not replying to him, right? So, you gotta be just especially when they're in party, you gotta just kind of just chill out. Make sure it's just chill, guys. 1A, 1B, guys are default. Like, make sure you're locked in on the game instead of just some random bullshit or you're just gibbering
Also,
on. Yep, go ahead.
Another question is, let's just say, like, let's just sorry, I know I interrupt you a lot, but it's just because I want to learn.
No, yeah,
Let's
it's
just
fine.
say someone plants a bomb, right? Yeah, we're post pump situation and everything, and then let's just say you think that someone's coming from flank, for example, right?
Right.
And then you call out flank,
Yep.
but it's incorrect.
Yep.
Should you not do it next time?
No. I mean, you shouldn't even only call flank when you think they're there. You do it like you do on A. You said, guys, I'm gonna go watch flank. They could come flank, right? That's a possibility.
okay,
So
so-
you gotta just have precaution. That's something I would do every single time if I'm in a position to, or I would tell my teammate to. You know, if I'm over here and we have the site bombed down, I'm not gonna go watch flank now. I gotta concentrate on spawn, right? I'm gonna tell one guy over here, guys, go watch flank just in case. And I would remind them, guys, they could be flank. I got your spawn, right? So I communicate. I've got your spawn.
Okay.
Go watch flank just in case you guys. I don't want them getting shot in the back. Do
I
you want
call
to?
it yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, do you
I
want
hate it a lot.
right? You don't want
No,
them to get shot in the back
definitely not.
because them getting leading them to getting shot in the back in terms of nobody's aware that it could possibly happen is gonna mean that you're gonna end up getting shot in the back as well. So
Exactly. Yeah.
because they become a line of defense for you as well, especially when you're looking like this and they're over there and they start dying, you just immediately know that there's a threat, some sort of resistance coming there
And
that
then
way, right?
all your post-plant planning just goes all out of the window.
Exactly.
You start
It
panicking.
just
Your
falls
crosshair
out of
goes crazy.
right,
Yeah.
right. Just overall the team it gets the position gets dismantled, right? They gain
Also, is that
space.
CT or is that spawn?
Spawn,
Because I
spawn.
always call it CT. It's
Same
Counter
thing,
Strike
same.
thing.
You can call it CT spawn, same thing.
Okay.
You'll meet people that say both. Most people just say spawn CT. In the beginning when the game came out, everyone said CT because they were Counter Strike players. But these days, everyone just says
Yeah.
spawn, heaven, spawn, deep
Should I
spawn, close
change
spawn.
that or should I just
No,
keep that?
it's
Should I say
people.
spawn?
People will understand. Most people will understand.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe the younger
Easy.
guys won't, but most people will. Okay. But
Yes, because I realized when I was calling, I realized sometimes I'll call it
It's
tree, sometimes I'll call it CT.
yeah, just call
I
it spawn.
thought maybe that would kind of cloud their judgment. So maybe
You can
should I
also
change
call
that?
it. You can just call it a link. They'll call this a link. It's all map specific.
A-link?
They'll call this a link. This whole area a link. Okay. This will
Okay.
be called C link, right? Because it links
Okay.
it to C, right? So sites like this, they'll always call it C link, a link. When you guys are on site and you hear a lot, they'll be like, "Yo, guys, he's C link, a link, front, whatever it may be."
Oh, you mean like towards direction to the actual site? It's it's link.
Here, this
pretty
whole
much.
area is pretty much, and that's spawns. But this,
C-link.
even here they'll call it spawn. It's very general. It's not like Counter Strike where the callouts are super
Short, banana.
yeah, like super specific, right? They use a lot of
Yeah.
general terms everywhere. Like they'll call this spawn and then that spawn as well. So a lot of times
it's
you'll
like
hear them
just
say
general.
our spawn, their spawn, right? So that's that. Okay,
Yeah,
but let's
it's
move on.
very
Let's move
general,
on.
it's never
We're
specific.
getting a little bit lost too much. Okay, let's just move on
Sorry.
through these notes. No, don't worry. It's just both of us, but it's okay. I just want to get to the general notes because it's quite lengthy. It's gonna take a long time. So we're already an hour and a half, but it's not that it's a rush, but I don't want to keep you too long, right? So
No, bro.
So
like you do your thing.
let's move on.
I'm literally free the whole day, so like
all
you
right,
just do your thing.
good. So
And if
wrote
I
feed-
talk too much, tell me to
no,
shut
no,
up.
you're good. You're good. No, you're good. I talk a lot too. So I wrote, he likes to pre-plan well. You pre-plan really well. You're like a student before I had this session. He was making plans, but you gotta try to use all these Valorant concepts and identify slash know the situation and use it accordingly. Okay, and we'll get there. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. Is feeds info quite well. We kind of went through that. Aim is able to one tap and delete people. He's got good crosshair placement and overall good fight mechanics fundamentals. Okay, you got good flicks, good micro adjustments. There are some situations where most people would not know where they are, but you just kind of made sure to clear wherever he's trying to ring around the rosy or whatever. So that was quite good. And we'll get there when the rounds come. We'll get more in depth when that comes. Okay. So movement and positioning. I wrote his off. This is the only one I have. Two actually. His off angle usage is quite good. You understand your off angles, as in you're not gonna just peek
Yeah.
from here every single time. You went here
Oh,
twice
no, definitely not.
and used it because you're using your brain now. You're understanding that if this is common, I'm gonna go over here or whatever.
Yeah, that's why
Right,
I asked
so-
the chamber as well. Like,
Right.
what was he gonna do with the A long and A short
Yep,
if
yep.
he wanted to play off me?
Right. So
So
that
I can play
that
off
is
the
a
angle.
overall a high level way of playing this game. It's not about peeking from the same spot every time because you know what's wrong with that. It's just dumb. They're just gonna know you're gonna keep doing that, especially
Yeah,
you
they
know,
just chuck utility and
Right,
they're
right.
just fucked.
especially if they're smart players. People are really good now where people pick up on people's tendencies and patterns very easily. It'll only take for me. It will only take me 3 rounds, 4 rounds of seeing the enemy play and the individual enemies, as in whatever it's a Cypher, whoever maybe. I know how they play. Okay, if a Jet starts lurking 3 rounds in a row, I just automatically know this Jet player does not know how to entry. I'm gonna go kill him every time, and I know how to do that, right? So it's a little bit of tendencies are a huge thing in this game. I'm sure you're older, so you've played poker too. I played poker too, right? So pokers is
I
all
suck at poker.
right, but
I suck at poker. bro.
you kind of know the general concept, right? The tendency,
Yeah, I-
knowing
I-
how they like to play. Are they bluffing? Stuff like that. It's super complicated, but
Reading your opponents. is
right,
pretty
it's like
much the
reading
main
your
concept.
opponents. That's the main mechanic in poker, right? So this is similar, as in it's a main mechanic in Valorant as well. So you really got to know not only how the enemy plays, but also the individuals as well in the macro
Yeah, like,
macro sense.
For example, like if they just rush A, for example, one
Right.
round, you assume that they rush C the next round.
Mi-
Like it's just like
Right.
shit, like that's
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
minimal. That's
You're-
minimal
you're
stuff. but
100%.
It's like kind of like
You're
the-
100% right. It may not take one round. It might take 2 to 3 where you're like, oh,
Yeah.
every time they take a site, they're just together. Right, then you know to start taking
Exactly.
space on the opposite side. Oh, if you predict it, go C. You start running down A. You just kind of know, or for example, one guy starts lurking every single round. You just know to just
So you know
sit
that
there.
there's always be a lurker.
Right, you know to just anchor and wait for this guy to walk up because you know how lurking is. You're not gonna run through as a lurker. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be sweaty as fuck. You want to make sure that they don't
Exactly.
know where you are. So
Hey, you want to rotate, but you know that there's someone there.
right, exactly. So it's all about that. This game is all about that. That I haven't been able to talk about that a lot because people won't even understand that concept too much when I talk about it. They won't even be like, whatever. I'm just gonna just run it down and shoot, or that's all I need. But this game
And then
is
they get headshot from the back.
right. And I'm glad you said that word, reading, or that phrase is reading your opponents. I should start using it. Is you need to start reading, because I always tell them that it's tendencies and patterns, but I should start using that. So it's always reading your opponents and adjusting in real time. Okay, they've ran down together 5 rounds in a row. Okay, now they're defaulting and playing slow the next 2-3 rounds. Now we gotta adjust. Okay, guys, they're defaulting all now. They've adjusted to what we're doing. Right. So it's always about adjusting in this game, just like in anything. But
Yeah.
you get my point. So let's move on. So the next thing is entering first. Okay. I like this from you. This is a really, really, really pro.
I struggle with that a lot though.
Yeah, but still, it's much better than most of my students. You're going in first at least, right? Most of my students, you know what they do? They wait for their whole team to go. They don't even know what to do. They don't know which angles to try and clear. Even Ascendant Immortal players, trust me. There's a VOD I'll send you. You'll watch it. Like he was a jet. He would dash on site. Okay, he would entry, but then he'd be like this.
Oh, I think I watched it. It was yesterday, wasn't it?
No. It's maybe that guy too. But
Jet player?
Yeah,
On,
I have so many jet players, but he was a Mortal 3, a Mortal 1 peak EU player, but it was on bind. He just dashes on mid truck, front truck on bind on A, and he'd be like this. And his whole team is just scaling the site and killing people. He's just like this. He's like sweating. I'm like, why are you worried? Like, go with your team and help them, right? So he's just like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? But so not only
I know,
go
I know
ahead.
what angles to clear. But it's just that sometimes when I enter into the site, I always
There's resistance.
It's guessing the right angle. Is that wrong?
Yeah, I would say that's wrong. You gotta know which angles to clear. Remember
Yeah,
what I
that's
told
the
you?
issue. I don't know what angles to clear.
You
Just say I'm pushing up like how you are now.
Yeah.
Should I be clearing right first, then
Yes,
side,
always.
then left?
Right, because you're not gonna look left first, because right, it makes sense that you gotta clear this angles first. So it's all about the
That's my
ducting.
issue. That's my issue.
Yeah,
with-
you gotta
with-
know
with
which,
entry.
and it's just simple. You could say like geometry or mathematics. Like, if you go like this guy's seeing you, right? But if you go like
that's what I always
this,
do.
they're not gonna see you from this side. So you go like this, then you start getting ready for this side. Graffiti. This is called graffiti. So that's
That's
that.
just
Okay?
map knowledge.
Yeah, no,
That's just
yeah,
map
it's all
knowledge.
map knowledge and really your overall game sense. Okay, you gotta
Okay.
put in a lot of
That's
hours.
my issue with entering is that not
that's it.
knowing when to
That-
peek and which angle to take.
That is the hardest thing that people struggle with. They don't
Yeah.
know what to do. They don't know the protocol. They don't know the task list for the specific site. If you watch all my duelist VODs, that's what I have to explain every single time, over and over again, is where you need to look, how to look. Okay, section off
And
the
that's
site,
what I
stuff
want
like
to
that.
perfect.
And I'll explain that, but let's move on. Okay, let's quickly move on. So the next thing is utility usage. You just flash as well. Nothing too crazy there. Game sense. Mental game. I wrote aggressive playstyle. You like to go in, fight, take fights. You don't shy away from that. 90% of my students shy away. They're too scared. There's too much fear.
No fucks given.
There's no exactly. You gotta play like with your chest up, a little confidence, and no fear. I'm not saying run it down with your knife or just run it down
no,
double
obviously
key every
not,
time. But I'm not saying that you do either. But I'm just saying you play with a leveled. A controlled aggression, as in you know when to throttle, you know when to slow down. Okay, like when you're back here and your team just started going crazy, you're like chill, right? You kind of know how to control that, which is really, really high level. Okay, let's move on though. We'll get there when the round comes as well. So the next thing is he's quite aware. You're quite aware. You're on A and you know what's going on across the map. That's rare as well. Okay, most people only are aware what's near them. what they hear near them. They're not even. They'll see 3 question marks across the map. They'll just be like, here, but you're just like you're being proactive. You're aware. You start running towards C, which is really really good. Okay.
Well, watch your previous VODs, and you pretty much keep highlighting this a lot.
Yep.
Be a fucking leader.
Yep.
And that's what I try to do.
Yep. Good.
I kind of yapped a little bit too much,
Yep,
but
yep.
I kind of see the difference.
Yep. Yep.
Your teammates will always follow you.
Right. If you show
Even
them
though-
that you know what's right, or
Yeah,
somewhat have confidence in what you're saying.
Yeah, even
right?
if you have no idea what you're talking about,
Yeah.
they'll still follow you.
Yeah. Exactly.
And if it works correctly,
Right.
they'll just keep following.
Right.
you.
If you're just talking at your ass, but you have confidence, it's just like in life too. If you're just confident as fuck, people will just listen to you, right?
Exactly,
Even if
yeah.
it makes no sense. So it's kind of the same
Exactly.
thing. I'm not saying make no sense, but you know we
No,
want
no,
to
obviously
be
not.
we want to you know what I explain to my students all the time is gotta make sure that what you're saying makes sense to them as well, and also it works. Obviously, once you keep making calls and you know, let's say it's 100% rate, it doesn't work. They're not gonna listen to you anymore. You know, but if it's close to a 70, 80%, you know, maybe 90% is
works in
too
their-
high, but 70,
If it
80%
works
rate.
in their pattern of gameplay, pretty much.
Right. But you know, if it works 70 to 80%, even 60% is fine. But it's too low. But
Yeah,
like
that's
around
too low.
80% is ideal. 80 to 75%. If it works at that amount or it's that accurate, as in, yo, he's there, he's behind you, he's there, he looks, he's there, bro. They're gonna trust you, right? This game is a little bit trust too. If a guy tells you, yo, all A, and then you start running towards A, and the guy mid, you're never gonna listen to him again. Right? You're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is this bullshit? Or not never listen to him again, but you're gonna take some caution now where you cannot trust his comm 100% completely, right? So that's that. So you know, again, to that point, you're 100% right. Be a leader, show them what's up, and you gotta be that guy. You gotta be Himothy. You gotta be that guy and identifying these situations by yourself, and then making your team. And that's what an IGL does, right? He's an in-game leader. He will identify the situation accordingly with all the information given, and then he'll process that information. Obviously, I'm talking it, making it seem like it's slow, but this will be in split seconds. Okay, then he's using that information he's processed to come up with concepts that he knows, or new concept, whatever it may be, or concepts that are already there, or advanced concept, whatever it is, defensive concept, attacking concepts, and use it accordingly to have a highest chance of winning that round. Right, whether it's a run of, yo, they just full rotate every time we go A, like they did it near the end, but you identified well that they weren't, so you guys kept going A. You're like, yo, they're not even switching over, which was
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
which was really good,
Then
right?
they never fought us A long, so I was
Right,
like, fuck
exactly.
it, we'll just keep going
Right,
A.
exactly, and they listened to you because it kept working. You guys won the game. You guys pretty much won the game off that identification to keep going A, which you came up with. So you know,
And we went C short one game,
Right.
or C split one
And they
game,
got
and I fucked up
fucked.
in garage.
right.
But we lost, and then I was like, oh well,
Right.
if A is working, why don't we just keep going?
And then I'll give it to you
Until
like
they
this.
change it up.
Okay, this is the next layer. Okay, near the end,
Okay.
you guys went A, and they ended up stacking it. Right. Obviously, it took.
Yeah, that's true.
It's in the note. You guys took a little too long to identify it was stacked, but you guys ended up realizing, yo, there's too many here, and you guys called C. You're like, run, right? Because
Yeah.
it makes sense, right? So, you gotta use these concepts to really set your guys selves up. You know, here I even wrote it. It'll come up. I wrote that you should have just ran a fake on this round. Obviously, you know,
Okay.
you're not gonna know that they stacked, but you guys ran it down 5 times. Where once you guys make contact here, they're gonna start bulking it. You guys set up a lurk. You guys set up one guy here, or 2 guys here, 2 guys here, and you guys make them walk up. 3 guys make
Yeah,
noise.
that's what I was
right?
thinking they were gonna do.
They would
Like,
also
I thought they
hear.
were gonna-
Yeah. These guys would also hear people rotating, so then they will tell you, guys, they're leaving. Don't leave yet. Keep making noise until we get off
Exactly.
spawn or whatever, and then you guys can rotate. So it's a little bit of that, okay? But let's get into the round specifics now, because it's gonna be quite lengthy. I want to make
sorry,
sure
bro.
that no, it's not your
I've
fault.
been having a few drinks,
No, no,
and
no.
I talk a lot. So
Don't apologize. It's fine. You're good. It's just I have a habit as well of getting too deep in these notes when they're gonna come up anyways.
join the
So-
club, my friend.
yeah. So again, you have controlled aggression, which is good, and you're quite aware. You want to be a leader. That's the next step. To
Crosshair
become-
placement though,
Yep.
like crosshair placement. Should
Yep.
I be, when I'm picking C long, for example,
Mm-hmm.
should I be placing my crosshair close or a little bit further up? Because I struggle with this a lot in other games.
So I'll explain it briefly. I'll touch on
C
it.
long and A long as well,
Right. So
and A and
there's-
B. The
there's
window.
2 ways of holding an angle. It's close or wide. Okay. You gotta use it accordingly. If it's a 1v1 situation, you know he's gonna walk out, or you predict this guy's gonna walk out, whatever. You always hold a close angle. If you know people are gonna swing, let's say it's a post plant scenario where you know he's gonna swing, you're on the defender, you tap the bomb, and you know he's gonna swing. You're gonna have to hold a little bit of a wider angle where he's going to swing on you. Okay, so that's the
Now, I
difference.
understand that, but the issue is like I don't know what's head level. Like I don't know.
Well,
Like
I mean,
for example, if you're standing from there, like how do you know if that's head level? Like,
it's really understanding the angles in this level changes in this game, and also
okay.
just overall, a lot of death matches is probably the easiest answer I can give you. You gotta play
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
play a lot of fucking death matches.
You need to play
But, like-
way more. Like, and also there's some indicators on the map that show you what head levels are. Like this is head level. This box is head level. Okay, this box pretty much head level. This platform is pretty much head level. There's a lot indicators all over the map. Like here is about head level.
That-
Okay, this box.
That's
is,
what I struggle with. I
probably-
need to know what's head level.
this line is head level. So, even maybe here, maybe not, maybe a little bit higher. But there's indicators. That's an easy trick I tell most of my students is there's indicators
Okay.
all over the map that kind of show you what head levels are. It's really round specific, but
I
most
knew about the
boxes,
but-
most boxes are
yeah.
head level. Stuff like that. There's some lines here and there, not on this map, but other maps. Stuff like most boxes are head level stuff. I'm always usually like using the boxes as guidelines, stuff like that. So
I didn't realize that box
Yeah.
level. Yeah.
almost all boxes are head level. Like the first layer of the boxes are, like not
Okay.
maybe not up here, but a little bit lower of it. So that will kind of help you. But you gotta understand in this game there's level changes. As in, if I want to be head level, that's head level, right? And I come down and I'm not moving my mouse, so I'm just walking down. Okay, it's gonna change. You see how it starts going down? So I must constantly keep it up.
Ah.
Okay, so what I would do is I just keep it like this, and I'm moving my mouse. I'm constantly moving it back up, rotating
And
it
you're
up.
moving your mouse up.
Yeah, because it's
Slowly.
coming. It's moving
Oh,
down,
okay.
right? Like I gave you the example. If it's here and I'm not moving it, I let go of my mouse and I'm walking down.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the feet level.
It's not like Counter Strike where it kind of stays the same.
Yeah,
Wherever
like
you go.
the terrain is very
Yeah,
similar.
I think it's the field of view or the way the game is made, but it is what it is. It's just the way the game is. Okay, so let's move on. Let me go through these rounds. Okay. So round 1. Okay, this is probably your bigger section because you guys it was a closer side. It was 7-5. Attacking, you guys completely destroyed them, so there won't be too much there. But let's go through this. Okay. Starts A main. Sees a couple. He calls that they are. They cut noise and rotate. As soon as bomb is down, he calls it out. So remember, first round, pistol round, nothing crazy. You started A. You're like, yo, nothing here, nothing here. Or actually, was there one there? Oh yes,
Oh, no,
there was.
one
There
there.
was.
There
You're
was,
like,
there
I
was.
hear them. I hear
I
them.
made a mistake.
Right.
I
And
made
then
a
you
mistake.
came
yeah.
back. You came back. No, it's fine. I wrote it down wrong. So you came back. You came over here. I remember. And then your jet was sitting here, and then killed a couple, and then it became a 3v something, and you guys came through mid, and the bomb was down mid, right, or whatever, and then you guys won the round. You called that the bomb was down.
Yeah.
So let me just read this.
But my initial call was incorrect though.
Yeah.
Like I
But
said,
that's
I
fine.
said, oh, no one A main, and then oh shit,
Yeah,
there is
yeah,
one.
and that's
one-
fine.
one A main.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even an incorrect call. It's just a little bit of a timing issue. So the next thing
Okay.
was they cut noise and rotate. As soon as bomb is down, he calls it out. Takes decent space through comms. He's been told, as in you took the space off what your teammates tell you. Yo, they're going B or whatever, and you just started. I'm pretty sure you started flanking on this round. I'm pretty sure, but you.
Yeah,
came-
with my teammate.
Yeah, and you with chamber. I could be wrong, but it doesn't really matter. It's not as important. But you came and rallied to the ball or bomb, as they say, right? So let's move on. This is not a crazy round. The rounds will get crazier when they're more hectic. So round 2, communicating to make a play on long. He looks long, nothing there. So you looked long, nothing there. They're on eco. You guys have guns, so not a crazy round. Sorry. He looks nothing long there. Could possibly tell chamber to rotate. Good kill. Garage could be. Oh, I meant anchor. I don't know why I wrote rotate. I meant anchor. So
So you mean like as in stay on A?
stay, yeah,
just in
because
case
you were
they
the
rotate
first
from
one
C?
to leave, and then he started following you. So you should have just told him, yo, stay, just
Okay.
in case, because you guys were not fully aware of where they were. The jet showed here and died, but that's all you guys knew as a team.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
they
I
weren't
saw.
fully committed to
Right.
the site.
Until you got about here, then you guys see these guys running out. See, so you weren't fully sure, and they were not telling you they're in garage. So you just take a precaution and just be like, yo, just Be link, bro. Just stay there just in case. Stay. Don't fully
Okay.
go. That's all you have to say. Stay, bro. Don't fully rotate, bro. I'll go. Stuff like that, okay? So let me
I'll rotate. Just stay in A just in case.
just tell him, hey, can you anchor or just stay towards link? Don't fully rotate. We don't
Okay.
need everybody there, just in case we don't know. Until you know
that's
for sure. Until somebody's like, yo, 4 of them running into garage. Okay, that's a different story. But right, exactly. So that's that. But let me just read this. So good kill garage. I can't remember where you killed him. Doesn't really matter. It's not an important
Oh, I
round.
killed him on the close left. So
Right here?
where you peeked them, and then I flashed, and then I peeked him. It was very close, tight to the wall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean,
there,
I'm not
yeah.
looking at these kills. They
Okay.
don't matter too much. It's just it was a good kill. You'll see it in the VOD. There's a VOD, and I'll send you these notes so you can see it as well.
I'll
So,
watch it. Don't
yeah.
worry.
So good kill. Okay, and then I just wrote could be patient on the rotate as well, as in you rotated a little bit too quickly as in, off this first kill, but you didn't hear anything. Nobody told you anything, so you could have just played with your chamber still or taken the space again. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Round 3, he's starting A with chamber. Sees 2A long. He's starting A with chamber. He sees 2A long, calls it out. So remember, you're here. You looked. You started seeing 2. I saw 2 question marks as well. So that was the right call. You're like, too long. And then you were here. Let me read this. Calls it out. Sees 2 long, calls it out. Flashes long. So you did the first flash. You didn't peek with it. No noise. They didn't shoot it. So you were not sure. And then, second time he flashes 2 long blinded. Remember the jet and the deadlock. Okay, remember they're blinded and you're whiffing. You're like, oh, you couldn't kill him.
Yeah. I fucked up.
And that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. And then I wrote, flashes 2 long blinded and whiffing, comes back, good position and whiff. So after you whiffed, most people would stay here and try to keep peeking and repeeking. You came back here and whiffed again, but that was a good reposition on your point. Just to back up, give them the space they want, and then just have an off angle or whatever. Maybe obviously you died and whiffed again, but this is the only round really you're whiffing, in my opinion. Okay, so let's move on.
Yeah, it was pretty,
and you guys won the round, so that was a huge round for you guys. Round 4, and I don't really look at results like winning the round, getting the kills matter, but I don't like whatever. Like I'll tell you when they're good kills, and I'll tell you when you whiff. So I'm really focusing on what you're doing in terms of the micro sense and macro sense, but more importantly, your sequence, where you're positioning, stuff like that. So round 4, they start 3B. Okay, this is the round where I took that note where you need to make sure your defensive line is unison and synergy and spread out a little bit. They're all B. So they start 3B. Here's a lot A. And nobody was on A at this point. There's 3 of you mid. Okay, you're the first one on A. So he goes to fight for site, which is good. This is a defensive concept, which is different from retaking. So there's retaking and fighting for site, in my opinion. So you went to go fight. I would probably rather want you to retake, because they were up. Okay, at the higher levels, when you come out by yourself, you're dead. Okay, you got kind of lucky, killed this jet, and then it started scaling even harder. And then
my thought process here was like, they haven't been on site yet, so maybe I can get into position.
And that's fine. But again, at the higher levels, you're gonna probably get
You'll be
1
or
2 max. Sometimes, obviously, I'm not saying you never ever, but you will get multiple kills sometimes, but it's less likely, a lot less likely, because they're gonna use. Higher level players know how to coordinate and trade and use utility to get on site. So you're going to be blinded a lot, stunned, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. I'd rather you just wait here and wait for your team. You're almost a little bit too overzealous. You're just a little bit too confident. Just chill out, wait for your team, and then retake together, right? Strengthen numbers. Because a lot of the time, you got lucky here, I'm going to say, because they didn't go fast.
Nah, definitely got lucky.
Yeah, they didn't go fast enough. If they were a high level player, you're probably dead coming out. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that was a bad play. I'm just saying for future reference, just wait for your team, call them. Yo, all A. They're planning now.
It's a high risk play.
It's a high risk play, which has good rewards, which it paid off. You killed 3 and stuff. But okay, let me just read this. So gets 3 good kills. Probably could start A when they had so many mid, unless he was going to walk down. As in, they're having your back holding something while you're going to walk down. That's probably the only times it's okay to stack there. Or you guys are going to walk down together, stuff like that. So what did I write? And he's going to walk down. And that's it, okay? So I wrote fights for sight gets 3 good kills. You'll see it on the VOD. I don't really care how you got them, but really solid kills because you took the high risk approach. You got the first one and just started snowballing it, right? So that was really good. I like the way you played that round actually. But just again, just chill out here. Just take a maybe a. I'm not. Yeah, go ahead.
Once you get to the higher ranks, obviously this stuff won't work because
Yep.
the other team is going to be more vigilant and
Right.
more
Vigilant, aware, and also their aim is just better. Like you're just gonna die sometimes.
and punish you
Yeah,
and punish
you're
you
gonna
for
get
reckless
punished,
mistakes.
and you're throwing away a man advantage for no reason. Sometimes you're kind of the opposite. Sometimes, like actually not the opposite, but some of my students, I should say, is they will just solo retake all the time, like all the time, not once in a while. You did it once in a while, which is fine. I'll say that's fine. That's okay. But they will do it every. Some students will just do it every time they're just solo running out and they lose the round for the team every round. I'm like, bro, why are you? It's a grief. They call it a grief, right? You're griefing. Like it's a throw.
You're griefing team.
Yeah, just don't throw for your team. Just make sure that you're keeping a man advantage all the time for your team. Okay, so let's move on. Round 5. Let me just scroll my notes down a little bit so I can read it from the top. My eyes are going a little bit blurry. I don't know why, but okay. Okay, starts garage. This is the round you lost to chamber mid, so there wasn't too much in this round. Starts garage. Flash is a bit too quick to peek. Also, could probably wait to see what's going. I wrote what's good, but I meant what's going on. Okay, whiffs on chamber. He was kind of blind. I'm not gonna say he's fully blind. Okay, but from what I remember, he was slightly blind. Okay, as in he whiffed on your eye or something. I can't remember because I just remember seeing his vision flashed while you peeked out. But so whiffs on I wrote whiffs on chamber. He was kind of blind too. Could have killed him. I think you could have won this fight with a little bit more calmness. You kind of panicked, a little bit of a panic. You just went
yes.
instantly like this.
Yeah.
You have good aim and good mechanics. So you just come out, one tap him, look somewhere else, one tap him. Wait.
I should have taken my time to just aim for the head.
Yeah, I think so too. Because he instantly crouched as well. Once he saw you, you guys both panicked. It was more about luck. Who would get the better spray? And he did.
Crouch first, crouch, baby. Who wins?
Unfortunately, he got the better spray. So,
Yeah,
and
he
you
did,
knew it too. You after you're like, fuck,
Yeah,
my
I
bad.
knew
I
it.
should not have done that, right? So, this is a little bit of a I'm not gonna say a very high level play, a high risk play like this play. This was really high risk. This is probably in the medium risk, but still high risk. In terms of like it's risky. Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you die here, they start running down garage and taking this control.
I just tried to change it up because I was
Yeah,
playing on A
that's
for a
fine.
while.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll just pick garage for like
Right.
1 or 2
Right,
rounds.
and I like that.
And then I fucked up.
I like that you're trying to be unpredictable and not showing your own tendencies, right? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, 95% of people just do the same thing. Okay, so many of my students will just autopilot. Round starts and they run C. Next round they start running C, and I'll tell them, I'm like, you know, you can switch it up. You can go A, you can go B, you
Yeah,
can walk it
exactly,
down.
yeah.
Anyway, and you understand that concept, which
Yeah,
is
the
really good.
execution might not be 100%, but
But I love the thought process. Yeah, I love the thought
Yeah,
process
yeah.
of you trying to switch it up. Execution on this specific round was poor, but overall that thought process of let me start here, let me
Yeah.
start here, let me go here, let me go here, let me go here
Exactly.
is beautiful. You know, you did a majority of your time start A. I would like you to, and you did switch it up. You'd go sewer and stuff, right? Sometimes you're gonna have to walk it up, whatever. But you know, overall, you understanding that concept will give you potential to being a high level player because that is the, you know, one of the main things that separates good players and Radiant players or Immortal 3 players or Immortal 2 Ascendant. Okay, they can be unpredictable and understand how when the enemy can be unpredictable. So like prediction, anticipation, their unpredictability as well, right? They're super high level thinkers. They think in multiple layers. Okay, so I love that from you, bro. Like super high level way of thinking. I'm telling you right now, 90% of my students do not think like that. So that was really good. Okay, let's move on. Not a crazy round, you know. It's self-explanatory. I would be patient here. That's it. That's your first note. Don't swing so fast. Wait, listen, see what's up. Hold an off angle, whatever. See what's up. No noise. Then you start slicing the pie. Make sure whatever it is. Okay. Second mistake is obviously you must execute. You must kill this guy. Because if you live and kill him, it's a huge bonus for your team. It's gonna be 5v4.
Yes.
And
you literally get mid for free.
And I identified he's the lurker. He's a chamber by himself. If he was with other people, different story. He's not lurking anymore, but he's by himself. Once you kill him, you take all the space for free, and you got
Yeah,
it.
and I
You got it
fucked
right,
up.
and it's fine. It's fine. But you get what I'm trying to say. Once you kill the lurker, you have all of his space that he was working with. So I identified that he was the lurker because he's the sentinel by himself. Okay, that's just kind of the traditions of this game. Is the sentinel or the controller is by themselves lurking. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, starts B, doesn't see anything. As he's backing up, I try to be as detailed as possible. So as you were here, you're like up, and you said it. You're like nothing B, guys, it's open. And then as you were backing up, remember you saw the jet here? The jet came up.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So I wrote, as he's backing up, he sees the jet, and you're like, oh, he's mid. You're like, one mid. And then I saw, you didn't call it out, but I saw the clove on the minimap from one of your teammates peeking that.
Yeah, I didn't
There
see
was
that.
a
I
there
didn't
was
see that.
there and good. I didn't know if you were aware, but there was a clove as well. So you gotta call that out. Hey, clove is there.
I saw
too.
the jet, but I didn't see the clothes.
Oh, you
yeah.
didn't. Okay, yeah. So you gotta just, when you back up and you saw him and you're chilling out, just look at the minimap quickly and come back to your screen. Quick.
Okay.
I'm not saying stare at the minimap, but come back and also I think your minimap might be too small. If you want my settings, I can give it to you. Where it's like this,
Yeah,
nice and big.
That would be great, actually.
But
because
yours,
I feel
your
like.
it's too small.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like-
feel like as soon as you told me about the clove, I was like, oh wait, clove was in the fucking window.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Like, bro, trust me, like my eyes are super sensitive to question marks and all just overall icons and stuff like that, and like just looking at the minimap. So I saw it, and I was like, bro, how does he play like that? Like your minimap's too small, in my opinion. For me, I would
Nah,
never play that small. But so if you
I
want my
always want your settings.
yeah, so if you want my
I-
settings, you'll be able to see question marks so easily and just everything on the map. Look how big it is, right? And it just keeps rotating. You can see the whole map. So
I have a really bad peripheral vision. Where, like,
Peripheral,
let's say you're focusing on your
Yeah.
on your center of the map.
Right.
Can't see the
But
left side. Makes sense?
looking at the minimap is actually not peripheral, as in I'm looking straight and I need to catch the question mark on the corner of my eye. That's not what it is. It's I'm quickly looking at my minimap, coming back quickly. It's an eye movement. You're looking
Okay.
and then coming. It's a quick. It needs to be instant. Like quick look back, look quick. You'll see it on my stream when I'm talking about it in the VOD. But I'm looking at my stream, come back. Look at my minimap, come back. Whatever it may be. So me, I'm just hyper. That's just me though. Everyone's different. I'm hyper sensitive to the minimap because I played so many games where the minimap is super crucial, like StarCraft 2, Dota 2. Okay, those games, the minimap is your map pack. Once you can identify where they are or what they're doing or what units are coming, whatever, you just can act accordingly, right? So just think about it like that. Okay, nothing too crazy, but okay, let me just read this. Starts B, doesn't see anything. As he's backing up, he sees jet bottom mid and clove on the minimap. He immediately flashes. You flashed up here high. Okay, I'd rather you do down here like we talked about.
Yeah. I'll
Because-
just need to change that up.
Because they would be all blinded, everybody. But if you go here and this guy's already here, he's not blinded anymore. Or
There.
Yeah.
like if it's too high, he's probably not gonna be blinded. So keep that in mind. Again, so let me just read this again. He immediately flashes and swings. And I wrote, these are the time, like he can just use info flasher, as in, okay, let's say, obviously you only thought one was there, but let's say you knew 2 or 3 was there, coming late, you're like, oh fuck, 2 mid, you just, not up high, but, if you're gonna do it higher, you can do it around here, it's fine. You don't need to put up here.
Medium kind of thing.
Yeah, medium, around the body, head level is fine, in their field of view, but this is too high, you just went like this. He did get blinded, but you peeked too quickly. I think if you waited, you
Yeah.
probably would have killed him actually. But you just you gotta remember that there's a delay with this flash. It's not instant. So if you're gonna do it like that, just wait. You gotta let it form. So I'll show you. So you see how the thing wraps around when you first use it?
Blindfold.
The eye isn't out. You gotta make sure the eye's out. So
Oh.
it's about a half a second, I would say.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's not instant. You gotta let it form. You gotta let the eye form. So here,
Oh, that noise that it makes.
I didn't even know there's a noise, but
Blindfold.
yeah, the ting. You know how it hears the ting.
The ting.
Yeah. So
I
listen to it. So
Blindfold.
ting, and then you peek. Okay, so now good thing you put that. I didn't even know. Well, I guess knew, but instinctively.
I just
but-
realized that now.
yeah, like even me, I don't really use the sound. I use more the just timing. I've used this so much where I just know when it's gonna form. I guess
You
the
know-
sound, but
Yeah.
it's just an instinctual thing, subconscious thing for me because I've played it for so long. But
Yeah.
let me just read it. Yeah, I just wrote use a info flash. Okay, they're running up. You hear them running up. Just throw it down, and then they shoot at it. You know how many are there. Okay, stuff like that. All right. Let's move on. Not a crazy round, you know, just a little bit, need a little bit patience on the flash swing and a little bit more awareness. That's it. Not a crazy round. Okay. Round 7 starts A, playing jiggle headshot angle. Okay, you're aiming a long right here. You're here and you're like this. You're like jiggling, looking headshot angle. Okay, this is what it's called. It's like a headshot angle, looking long, jiggling. Okay. Doesn't I wrote angle doesn't anything. Oh, I think I meant to write his team doesn't. Wait, well, I don't. I wrote. Anything team tells him see him and Chamber take space. He's a little late to clear corner. Oh, I think I meant your team doesn't see anything. That's what I meant to write. Let me just make sure I write that. Sorry, I'm just typing so fast when I'm in the round, looking back and making sure I'm not missing anything. So I'll just get in. This happens when you're in the custom for too long. But so doesn't see anything. You didn't see anything along, and I'm pretty sure you even called it. You're like, yo, nothing along, guys. And then your team tells you, yo, they're C, they're coming C. So then you and Chambers started flanking. This was the round you both flanked. You guys started running down, okay? And I'll explain it when I get in here. I'll show you exactly what I mean. You're gonna see it.
They have no idea how heartless I am.
This note would probably be a little bit more of the just patience and overall not trying to make yourself known. Okay, you might have a little bit of a recollection. I don't know how much you have to drink, but I'm gonna explain it. So give me one sec. You can hear me,
Today
right?
the meal came to me.
I think your headset died.
My ult's ready.
Yeah, I think your headset died. Or your mic died, sorry. Just let me know when you're.
Oh no, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here.
Okay. Ready? Okay, so you guys started A, right?
Yep.
And then your team told you C, so you and Chambers are running down, which was great. Okay, one note I'll write is you need to clear all your corners. Okay, you're just running down, missing all these corners, and it's not about knowing the common spots in this situation. It's more about being vigilant. Doesn't matter what corner it is, just check it. You started doing it here. Remember when you looked spawn, you looked over here, and then you started.
Yeah, but I didn't do it at the start.
You didn't do it here though. If somebody's just sitting here AFK, you're just dead. Okay, so and a
Yeah.
lot of the times, not at your levels, but higher you go, which you will, okay, they will be in spots you do not expect. Even if you think it's unexpectable. They're like, oh, cannot be there. Nope, 100%. They will be there. Trust me, I've experienced
They'll
that.
be in like weird spots that you don't even experience.
Bro,
Like,
there's so many times where I'm like, yo, they cannot. It's not enough time for them to walk up. I go, they are there. Like you don't know how many times I've experienced. More than 1,000 times. Okay, so
there was a deathmatch I just played, and like just walk up, and you know how like you clear the angles and you cross it. Keep going up straight.
Yeah.
Straight. Keep going.
Yeah.
To the right. And there was, I think it was either this map or the other map, but like there was some guy literally hanging from the wall, and I was like, "What the
Yeah,
fuck?"
like up there. But that's different story. Okay, but anyways,
Yeah.
just clear your angles every time you go somewhere. Okay, here. Okay, I'm gonna clear up here. Come back. Okay, start slicing the pie. Okay, nothing here. Okay, look spawn. Okay, come back. Okay, clear these corners while you're running. Clear them fast, because in this situation you need to clear them fast. There are situations you gotta go slow. You don't hear anything. The bomb's not planted. Okay, you're flanking. You're kind of uncertain. You know the tendency of a player is to always sit mid and kind of look for you guys. So then you gotta have to play like this, really slow. Okay, like you might even be like really slow, like stuff like that. You'll come tight again, so that way he can't see you when he peeks, and then you'll be like this. Okay, but I'll just go through this again. So first things first, clear corners. You start doing it here, and still was half-assed. As in, you walk, you're like, right? So make sure you actually clear. Even when you see it like this, don't just let go. Look all the way, because people have really good off angles in this game. Again, here as well. Just make sure, come. Okay? You just start flicking your mouse to go the other way.
So take your time when you're clearing angles.
Yeah,
but
take
make
your
sure
time.
it's like quick and efficient.
Yep. It's less take your time. It's just more be vigilant. Take some precaution. Have some caution as well. Because there's so many times where I'll like 80%, 90% clear corner. Like I'll be like this, and then I die from the super tight angle where he's like that. Right, so
weird
or he'll
timing,
come,
right?
yeah, or he'll come behind me and kill me. So stuff like that. So that's the first thing. Just clear all your corners when you're especially when you're flanking, because this is unknown territory, right? It's not like you're going through your spawn. It's a different story. But here is their territory, so a lot of times people are gonna be set up for rotations and flanks. Okay. So next thing is, so him and Chamber take space. He's a little late to clear corners. I meant long, like he's taking too long. That's what I meant. He goes C long, so you were here. You get to here, great. You're not dead. You didn't even clear this. You gotta clear this. Okay. And then I wrote, he goes C long and flashes long for no reason. Okay, remember when you flashed here? Because you
Yeah,
felt
I
like there
remember
was
that,
some
yeah.
sort of urgency to do this. Okay, you don't need to do this.
I thought it was someone there. So
But you could have just cleared it. You don't, because you're
Yeah.
in a position where you need to make the enemy known that, or make sure that they don't know where you are, because you're on the flank,
okay.
right? You don't need to tell them you're flank, okay? Because again, you're running it
See-
down. I probably wouldn't run the whole way. I would kind of slow down and then start running up when I see information, whatever. My team tells me, yo, there's no one long, whatever it is. It's all situational, but you just told, like, this flash tells them you're there. If I was playing against you, I'd be like, yo,
Yeah, exactly.
Reyna's flank. I would have saw that on the minimap. So
Everyone turn around. Reyna's
right,
behind you.
right, and you know, obviously in this elo, bro, you got up to here, and their back was turned to. So you know, it's a little bit of efficiency. You don't even need to tell them. They didn't even know you flashed it, and they still didn't know, right? So imagine if they don't know completely as well, then, right? So you know, just come here. When you round,
Yep.
when you get up to here, what you do is you look like this. Okay, you clear this, come back, look again,
I think
and
it's
then
slow.
you can get yeah, and then you start slicing the pie. Make sure, okay, nobody there. Now you know if they're all on site or on this cubby. So what you do is you peek like this. You know, if
Check
they're there,
cubby.
if they're there, obviously you fight them first. But usually a lot of the times they're not looking towards you, so you gotta make sure that no, because a lot of times there's some guy like this. So you know, if he
Yeah.
hears you shooting at his team, you're dead. So just, if they're not there, just kind of play it slow, really slow, and then start throttling up, which you did, which was fine. This deadlock was, he had his back to
Yeah, I
towards you.
killed
Remember
him
that?
like issue where the box was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're flashing
that-
here. Like, how is his awareness
Yeah,
so
like
low?
an idiot.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you know, but even a little bit higher. I'm not even saying like a mortal or ascendant level. Like even like plat
They
diamond,
would know exactly where I am.
immediately they're gonna start calling you
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Okay, so
So technically, that's a big mistake on my part, and I
yes,
should not be doing
yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Just play this area slow. If you think somebody's there, just play it slow and just make sure you kind of
Alright,
clear it.
yep.
And then make sure, okay, and then you know, let's say they're
And
not
save
peeking
the
you.
flash for, let's just
You
say,
can do
I
it right
want to
here,
get on site.
or even here.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
rather you do
exactly.
it here
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, just in case you think they're gonna hold you and you're not gonna walk out all the time, right? Like for example, they don't know anything. They're playing retake. Your team is here like this on this line.
And one of the teammates is like, "Oh, beware of flank."
Yeah,
Blah blah. blah.
or they're just like, yo, you know, they're all on site, all on site. You're gonna have to assume they're looking your way as well. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. Or they're running back to you, because that's a lot of times what you'll experience in the upper ranks is once they're planning / getting the bomb down, they immediately start looking
Yeah,
flank.
depends.
Okay.
Depends on where they're planning the bomb as
Right.
well. Let's say they're planning
Sure.
for C long.
Sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they're planning for C long, they're gonna be here. So you probably
Exactly. Yeah.
take a fight here. But once they're not here, you kind of can deduct they're gonna be here or somewhere on site. And I'm gonna ask you, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? They'll immediately look flank.
Because they're probably already like pushed up towards CCT, and they
Yep.
already have someone in garage.
Sure,
So they're
sure. So
obviously-
or
they're-
looking that way, holding these two, not
Yeah,
maybe
exactly,
in
yeah.
there, but they're holding it, and you know
They'll have like one player each, and
yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh well, the only place they're gonna look at is flank." So
Right,
they're,
right,
oh,
and-
be wary of flank.
yeah, and why is because you did it as well on A. You guys had control of
Exactly.
site, planning bomb, and you just immediately, no one told you, you immediately said, I'm gonna go watch flank just in case there could be flank. So you're taking
Exactly,
that
and that's-
precaution. So just keep that in mind. That's why a lot of people, once they're have control of the site, they immediately start coming back. So keep that in mind, okay? So first mistake, not clearing corners. Second mistake is letting them know where you are. Third mistake is, let me just read this. I don't even think there's a third mistake. So let me just get through this. Right. So I wrote, he goes C long and flashes long for no reason. They didn't even know he was there. Great flank. Needs to be more patient and not letting them know he's there.
You know, once you showed me all this, it makes sense why I should not
Yeah.
not have used my flash.
Right.
Just
Even if you
take my
think,
time.
yes, yep. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, literally just take my time, clear my corners.
Yep.
And if I'm in like if I'm pushing out C long and it's risky,
Yep.
just in case they're watching the flank,
Yep.
then use your utility
Yep.
because they already know I'm there anyways.
Right. And you know some things I'll do sometimes is when they have like a cipher trip here and a chamber trip or whatever, vice wall or something, or like a killjoy turret, what I'll do is,
Yeah.
and I've been flanking a lot, as in if I kill this, they're gonna be ready for me. Like someone's gonna be waiting for me because at the higher
Straight
levels of
away
my
the
level.
cipher's gonna be like, oh, someone's flanking.
Right. Or no, I'm just saying by the point of me doing it too much already. Let's say up to this point I did it 4 times. They're gonna be ready for it when I get shoot this. Somebody's gonna be close. So what I'll do is I'll shoot it and start running away. So then what will they say when I shoot their trip? Or the turret or the
Oh,
chamber
they'll be
trip?
like, someone's flanking again, or Reyna's flanking again, and then,
Exactly.
everyone watch out for Reyna.
Exactly.
But then because you're backing away,
Right.
they'll
It's a
usually just play
diversion.
with their minds.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's-
like you fuck with their heads.
Exactly, it fucks with their heads. And it happens to me too when people do it to me. I'm watching flank on a sentinel, and then they shoot it, and I'm just waiting for this guy forever. I'm like, oh my god, like, or not
he's
like that, but
wasting
you
your
get
time.
what I mean. It's a mental thing. As in,
Yeah, he's
I gotta go and now see if somebody's there. I'm not sure anymore because he would have already come to me, right? So it's that same thought process. Sometimes you're gonna have to do this where you've done this 5, 6 times. Okay, it's not gonna work anymore. There's gonna be 3 people holding this. So you come, you just
Yeah.
fake the flank and just start running down to garage. Even if they hear you, it's fine. Okay? And you come here or you shift walk here, whatever it may
also
be.
kind of like mix it up, kind of.
Yeah, it's a little bit of unpredictability, as in they get frozen looking here, 2 guys, and then you just start coming out with your team and you guys execute whatever it may be. But you get my point, right? So,
Yeah, I
let's
get it.
move on. It is. Oh, and then I wrote gets 3 good kills. Could have also calm Clove his log. So once you're here in a 2v1 situation and the Clove kills your teammate there, you gotta just tell them, yo, could be near logs. That's called logs. So they'll be like, yo, he's out logs, and then your team came out and then you came this way and killed him. Remember? So just so
Yeah.
that there's a little bit of information of what's going on for this guy, because he's unaware. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So not saying
Yeah.
that your teammate does. I'm just saying a lot of the times where if this guy's looking at the minute, like it's just a hectic round or whatever, like he's kind of scared as well, like he's uncertain, right? So and the Clove was looking here, so if you didn't kill him, he was gonna die. So just keep that in mind. Just feed them all these informations that will
Consistency
help them be aware.
with the information.
Yeah, just it's like helping your team be aware and not only yourself. Okay, which you do
Okay.
good. It's just in this situation, just tell him, yo, logs right here,
There.
he's out, he killed him, whatever, here, whatever. It's all
Okay.
situational, but you get my point. Round
Yeah.
8, he starts A short.
Yeah, I tried to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. A short peeks and dies, can just listen and wait for them to come in. Sometimes too aggressive. So here's the round where you just peeked and died. Okay, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah, I died here.
When
yeah.
you start short, you can just hear them coming. So you can just play accordingly. You just come here in this box if you want. You're Reyna, so you can come here and get a kill and dismiss out. Come over here and reposition. Get like a reposition forever or twice, 2 times if you're alt. You can pretty much do it 5 times. But
Yeah, I got too carried away there.
yeah, just a little too hasty or a little bit of a ego involved, as in you just wanted to take this fight and delete him.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know,
Yeah.
everyone does it. I do it too. No one's not a victim to it. But just here this round, nothing too crazy. Just a little discipline. Just because you're on defense, you gotta let them come to you sometimes.
So the smart players just sit in the corner kind of thing. And
Sit in
if
a
they have a
corner or just
big
hold a
angle-
super fucked up off angle like here and just dismiss out, or just reposition,
Yeah.
have another off angle, okay, whatever, like here, or whatever it may be. It's really situational, but I just feel like this line is too aggressive. You heard them starting A, and then you just
I
immediately
knew there
went
was
to
an A as well.
right, exactly. You know there's multiple, so you know what's
Yeah.
wrong with that. So don't need to get into it. This round's not too crazy, but it's just a little bit of you are not controlling your aggression here, which you're really good at.
Ego
but-
check, just chill.
yeah, just a little ego check
take
as
your
well.
time.
Just take your time, chill out. You know they're there, just let them come to you and use your good aim and just hold it off and go here, stay graffiti and
Yeah.
just fuck them up when they come out, stuff like that. Okay, it's a little bit of a patience as well in terms of being patient to fight. You don't always need a swing.
Discipline.
Yeah, discipline. You don't always have to fight these guys and swing them. Okay, that's a low level way of playing. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
It's not a crazy round. Very very simple. Round 9 starts A. Started A again. Comes to off angle A on long cubby over here. I'll show you where you were. Gets a good kill.
Behind the
Dismisses
corner.
out. Sees Gecko. Once he sees them leaving, he can repeat, take the space again. Okay, so let's stop there. So you played here, remember? And the Jet started just walking up like this.
Yeah,
He
she
was like
didn't
that,
even check
right?
me, bro.
And then, this is where something called trigger discipline can come into play, or maybe not in this situation, but let's say they all came across and actually didn't clear you, right? So you can
Yeah,
just
you
kind of
like
be
take your
more patient.
time.
Maybe not here. It's gonna be more in these angles like here, where they just kind of all start walking out looking this way, and you're just here like this. Just be patient and just boom, 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 and you kill 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can add that. That's more of an advanced concept that you can add later on. You don't have to, but that's something that I would like you to adopt
It's something I'm
later on.
working on recently
That's
as
fine.
well.
Yeah. It's not gonna come quick. It takes you need to be in those situations where they all walk by you, and those situations are rare, especially now. It's not like 2 years ago where those situations happen every game, but these days people are too vigilant with their corner clearing because they've gotten so much better over the last 2 years. Everybody's clearing all the corners, so you got to keep that in mind. People are really good now, so this is fine. I like how you played it. You played off angle. He didn't expect you. You killed him. Dismiss. You got info as well. You saw the gecko, and then let me just read this. Sees gecko. Once he sees them leaving, he can re-peek. Okay, and then you didn't hear them leaving, but your team kind of told you they were leaving. Because there was no more noise. You came back, and then the guy was flanked. Your teammate was flanking. They're busy. They're all running back to him and killing him and fighting him. So here, I would like to just come back down, be a little bit vigilant, come back, and then retake this. Because how unexpected is this when they're running off and you come behind them like this, right? A lot of the times, if you're fast enough, you'll catch them running, you'll see them running, and taking space is info. So once you do this, let's say you did this. Where will they go? What are the options when they started A here? They walked up. You killed him. Okay. They came up all the way. They cut noise. Your team just started telling them, "Oh, they're running. They're running. They're coming back to me at mid." And then you start taking this like this. Where can they go when you see nobody here? You just go
Either they go to mid B or they go to the tree. Oh, I keep calling it tree,
garage to
but
C or
garage
main
or
to C.
Ceylon.
And
So yeah,
yeah, and so that you'll identify once you've controlled this 1/3 that they can only go really here. So that's the crucial part of knowing when and how to take space. Okay, let me just read this real quick. They go C ask to play off. Oh, so okay. So sorry. Dismisses out sees gecko. Once he sees them leaving, he can re-peek / take the space again. They trade out. Ends up being 2v2. They go C ask to play off him. So this is that round. We won't go too crazy into it because we already talked about it multiple times. So it was 2v2. Clove kill. So you told Clove, which was great. You're like, play with me, bro. Chill. Don't just run out by himself. Obviously, he just went by himself. It's fine. Clove kills backside right here. Okay, and then I wrote,
yep.
he needs to be aware he's main, the other guy, because I saw him on the minimap. Showed up on the minimap, he flashes backside, and you're here like you're uncertain, not
Yeah,
unaware, but
flash.
you're just uncertain if he's there. It's not a bad flash. It's just you could have just saved
I
it.
didn't know where it was.
Like you could have just saved it because be efficient. If you didn't know at all, as in it was still 2v2, I think it's fine. But as soon as he killed him, he started flashing, which is kind of like and then like you saw he kills him and sees him, so it's like you gotta just process that information faster. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Okay, we'll move on. Not a crazy round. Overall, you're doing really well.
But in general, like what you're trying to say is there, just watch your minimap more often. Like there's a lot of information.
Yeah, there's a lot of information on the minimap. A lot.
I haven't been paying. I don't pay attention to my minimap a
Yeah,
lot.
you
so
need to do that way more because everything is on the minimap. The board. I like to call it the board. It's all on the board. So, if you look at if you're good at looking at the board, you're gonna know what the enemy team is doing, especially when you're able to deduct these concepts and stuff like that. Okay. So let's move on. So round 10 starts A on same angle. He flashes. They know nothing. They know nothing A. Team dies C. Teammate dies C. So you start in the same angle. You're over here, around here. And then you flash somewhere around here when you came back. But he doesn't know. So you guys knew if nothing was on A. You didn't hear anything. Team dies C. A teammate dies C. He's saying a lot C main, but but you didn't know, but you don't know that, as in on the board when I looked at it, you don't really know if they're C main or not. You know they're C, but you don't know where they are, but you kept going C main a lot, C main, right? You're just kind of like assuming, right? Again, nothing crazy here.
Like C main rush, blah blah.
Right, but you can just say, because when teammates hear C main, they're gonna look here and not clear anything else. So you could have fucked them up. So all you have to do is, yo, they're on C, they're out. That's all you can say. That's all you have to really say.
Okay.
You don't have to say C main because this is C main. This isn't C main. This is C main. So you gotta be careful what you're
Oh,
saying
okay.
in this situation. That's really the only thing. Okay. Let me just read this. So doesn't know that you're calling C main, C main. You'll see it in the VOD. You're like C main, lot C main, lot C main. To me, that means here. That doesn't mean site. Okay. So if you want to say
Oh, it
site,
means like in the middle, right?
no, no, no. It means here. This whole long area. That's what main.
Oh,
This is
okay,
what
okay.
main is. This is not main. This is site. So when you say C main, C main, people are gonna look here. You might fuck them up. So if you think
So
they're
I
here,
should have said site.
yeah, you just say lot site. They're out. They're out. That's all you have to say. They're out. They're out. That means that they're out on site. They're on the site. Okay, as in here. This is a site is where you can plan or kind of
Okay,
place. It's like the square. So that's like
that makes sense.
this
Yep.
is cubby and this is main. This area, general area is C main. Okay, this is
Okay.
you could say B main, I guess, or usually they say bottom mid, top mid. Okay, this is A lobby, right? A main. You could say A main, A long, A sewer. Okay, so just be careful with your wording. That's all it is. Just say C site, he's out. C site, they're all out. They're out. Whatever, maybe they're going A, they're going C, they're going C, stuff like that. You don't have to say C main. Okay. The next thing is confirm with information, as in making sure that you know, because now we've straightened it out. Okay, so make sure if you're calling this, they are there, because you didn't know. I looked at the board. I'm like, how do you know he's there? There's nobody there. Like no question marks
Yeah.
or nobody's looking or anything like that. So, and then I wrote, he doesn't know that confirmation with information. Team has double flank. He's coming out spawn and dies. Needs to clear the come out angles first. So here he just ran out. Again, remember we touched on this. Just slice the pie.
Yep.
You're not certain. Slice the pie.
Yep.
Look here.
Take your time.
Take your time.
Be more efficient.
Be patient.
Yeah.
Throw a flash and
Cutting
then
their
do it.
vision.
If you want a wide swing, always flash. It's
Cutting their
fine.
vision.
Just come out with a flash. Boom, boom, boom. Stuff like that.
Okay.
And this start cutting
Yep.
noise. So that
Not
was
just
it.
swing. Not just white swing and be crazy.
Yeah, 'cause
just take your
you-
time.
You just came out like this, and this guy just killed you here, right? He's just seeing you first
Yeah,
all the
exactly,
time.
yeah.
So you just gotta always kind of just be vigilant with all these corners, stuff like that. Okay, okay, nothing here, whatever, maybe. So it's all situational, but in this specific round, just take your time, be patient, use utility if you have to. Ask for pieces of utility like darts, drones, stuff like that. Okay, let's move on. Not a crazy round. Round 11 understands he needs to save for last. So this was good part by you. This is understanding fundamentals of economy, okay? You understood that if you buy here and die, you lose 2 rounds instead of 1 round. Because you guys
Yeah,
might have a chance to have full rifles, right?
Is that the round where I told everyone to save?
Yeah, yeah. This was round 11.
Okay, yeah.
So you knew there was one
Yeah.
more round left. So that was good. Most people would just start buying here and just AFK their brain. But you were like, guys, because they were all buying. Your teammate was all buying, right? And then you told them, guys, chill, save, save, save. Let's save for last. Let's save for last. So that was a high level of
Yeah.
understanding how economy works. Okay, I wrote clears mid well. They hear a lot A, take space. Okay, so this is where you cleared mid pretty well. Like you kind of was looking here. You cleared all these angles a little bit. You just kind of made sure, and then I would like it to be more like clear this corner, clear here. Make sure he's not close up here. Clear
Be
here.
more thorough.
Be thorough. Be vigilant. Be super
Yeah.
cautious because people are always in these fucked up corners, like ridiculous corners where you kind of half cleared it and then oh fuck, like there's a little bit of a line where you can see you, stuff like that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like even here, like stuff like that. But anyways, not a crazy round. And then I wrote, where did it go? Starts garage. He needs to save for last. Starts garage. Clears. Oh, you came not through B. You came through garage. Sorry. I remember now. You kind of sliced the pie. You looked. Oh, nothing there. And then you kind of made sure it was clear before you walked out, which was great. Clears mid. Well, they hear a lot A. So you started hearing a lot A. Take space. You took pretty well space up to here. Again, I remember you didn't clear too well. Be a little bit more thorough. But here there was a little bit of hesitation. You'll see it in the VOD. You're like, you were scared as well. Like you were uncertain.
Yeah, I
which way,
wasn't sure
where to go,
like
short or
yeah,
long.
yeah, like
And trust me, I get caught in this predicament too, where I get up here. I'm like, I have to start guessing. Are they gonna be all short or all long? But the easy thing to do is just look long. You look long, okay, nothing there, and then you go. But if you go like this and you see 2 guys back turn to you, you gotta go long, right? So you can always get that information by looking long. Okay, stuff like that. And then you start going there. If there's nothing, if there's there, you start walking behind them. Okay, nothing there. I just wrote slow to clear angles, goes long, good 1 tap on Clove. Got a good kill on Clove. Let me just bring this down, my notes. and that's
It's
it.
just that sometimes when I'm flanking a long,
Yep.
I don't really know either to go short or long because I
Right.
know that they're expecting a flank.
Yep, yep.
Does that make sense?
Same with me, man. I just told you, like, I get in the same predicament. I get up here, I'm like, fuck, where do I need to go to kill 3 people, right? So, but
Any mini money mode.
sometimes you gotta take that chance. There's no time, so you gotta go long. You gotta go short. You gotta kind of make up your mind quickly, or look at the board and see where your teammates are fighting, and then you can decipher that information. Because sometimes I'll be going long, and then I'll look, my teammates are fighting 3 people, and then I immediately start going this way. So that's why looking at the board is super important. Okay. Let me just so next round is round 12. He starts short, needs to kind of back up after he hears Gecko ult, make a good calm where last one is. So here you're
Oh,
short.
that's when
Yeah, and
that's when
then
I got hit by Gecko.
once you hear Gecko's ult, start running. Okay, because especially when
Okay.
you hear them start A, you know that he's gonna clear with it. Or if you stand your ground, make sure, this is probably a bad spot to do it, but make sure that you're gonna shoot it and kill it. Because there was a chance you could have killed it, but you just whiffed a little bit of a panic.
Yeah, I hesitated a lot. I was like, oh, should I shoot it? Should I not shoot it?
Yep, and that's fine.
Yeah, I
No
didn't
worries.
really know. Yeah,
Nothing too
yeah,
crazy. Yep.
that was definitely a round that I should have fixed. So
Yep, for sure. You know, I would just tell you to back up and just wait here for it to come up and then kill it probably. Nothing crazy.
yeah,
Small round. And then you told, and it happens. It happens to all of us. Happens to me too. So,
I
sometimes.
think I said even I was like, oh, I'm dead, guys.
Yeah. That's fine. But you know, you understand. Just try to kill it if you can.
yeah,
If
I
you
understand
can't,
it, yeah.
just get out. That's it. Nothing crazy. So let's move on to attack now. Okay, round 13. Wants to flash long. Really like that on A. Okay, you wanted to flash A long, but your teammate kept saying, "No, don't do it, don't do it." Okay, I like that you're flashing to clear these corners. I really do.
Feeling sight.
Really like that play. Team doesn't want him to, and then you're really adamant. You're like, nope, I can just get A main if I flash here. So you ended up doing it. Great. He wants to go. They go 4 long. This is that round. So you got decay here. 4 long. Get decayed. You just need to. All you have to do is wait it out. Look at your right here. You'll see the marker. It says decay, and there's a little timer. Wait for it to go away, and then your HP will come up. Obviously, wait for your HP to come back up. But self-explanatory. Nothing too crazy. We don't have to go too in depth in this round. We talked about it already. But just wait. That's it. That's all it is. Just be patient again. Wait for the utility to go away, the enemy utility, and then start scaling and entering and start scaling. Okay, round 14. I think you guys lost, so it became tie game. Round 14 tells his team to save, makes a plan to go down mid on eco, says to walk up first and then execute. Calls one peeked out doors. I remember this. You had 3 C long, 2 of you were mid. Could work on his flash dodging. So then you got blinded somewhere, but you know, you could just practice this a lot more, get better at dodging flashes. Okay, it's really important in this game because you're just blind forever and then they killed you. So, and it was not a crazy round. You guys were on eco, so nothing too much here. A great pre.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I thought on eco I thought out a crazy strat
Right.
or whatever because we're
And I
on
like
eco
that.
anyways, so
Yeah.
might as well just try it out.
Because you know, just because you're on eco doesn't mean you can't win, right? It's just the
Yeah,
chances of you winning are much lower. So you know, I like that
Yeah.
you're trying to make a play and not just AFK running it down by yourself. So that was good. Okay, round 15. They start 5A. 3 long. 2 short. Takes orb. You took the orb. They get a kill, and then entry 1. So you guys got a kill. It's 5v4. It was like short or somewhere around here. Okay. And then entry, get another one on site backside. It was like the Sova. Okay, and there was a 5v3 post plant scenario. As soon as team plants, he calls for people to watch flank. So this was that round. As soon as you guys got, you're like, I'm gonna go watch. They could come in flank, right? So I love that. This is more of a pro round. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't really do too much either, but there wasn't too much for you. Like your team was just murdering people. Your backside stuff like that. One thing I would say though is just stay here, right? And then let your team over one of the sentinels deal with it. Because there are gonna be times you run back to go, and then you just die. You get timings or whatever. So, you know, if you have the space, just
stay in sight pretty much.
yeah. If you have the space, just keep it already. You got it. Let someone closer go because it's more efficient that way. Okay, and then that way you can. even if the flank's there, you'll know if he's there if your teammate dies or your teammate kills him. So it's a little bit of a extra layer of protection, if you may will. It's like kind of soft baiting the guys to go watch it for you, where you can focus on fighting in spawn. Okay.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, yeah.
Soft baiting.
Yeah, it's like a soft bait, right? Hey, go watch flank right now. That's what I'll be like. Go watch flank. Go. Obviously there are times where I have to do it too. But if I'm here, it just makes sense for someone short to go, or some whatever maybe. Okay.
Someone who's closest to the
Right.
flank
Yep.
area to actually watch the flank.
Yeah, like someone even over that planted the bomb is closer than you, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. Okay, let's move on. Not a crazy round. You guys destroyed them. This was a really good team effort by you guys. Not only did you guys kill the one guy to entry, you killed another guy on site, which almost automatically makes the site free. And you guys had a really clean post plant. So that was great. And this is a big round because this was their buy. No, yeah, no, wait, this was their bonus.
This
So
is our buy.
yeah, this
This
was
is
your
our buy.
your buy. Yes, exactly. So if you die here, you guys have to save, which is fucked. You guys would have it would have been a really big uphill battle. You lose 2 rounds instead of one, so like more likely to win two. I shouldn't say automatic two, but you get my point. You're gonna have to be on Eagle on round 16, which is terrifying. So, because your economy's shit, and then their money gets stacked. They all have rifles, stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
it just snowballs and adds up.
right. It just they can start throwing bodies at you, and then just keep buying every round for like 2-3 rounds. So
Yeah.
so this was a crucial round that you must win, almost, especially in a close game. It was 7-7 at this point, before the round started. So round 16, asking where specific. So this is where you start identifying that, yo, wait, we killed one site, killed one over there, and the Sova, there's no deadlock, right? So, and I was typing this while you said it. I was typing it. I processed that deadlock was not on A, and then you were like, "Yo, wait, does anyone know where he plays?" And then you were like, "Oh, he doesn't play. It's soft. Their A is weak." And then you guys started running it down every round here. Okay, so let me just read this note.
Yeah. I was like, A every round, brothers.
So asking where specific players are, specifically the deadlock. Playing pre-round. Asking where the specific players are. Planning pre-round. That's what I meant to write, not playing. He needs to identify he's not playing A. Okay, I was writing this as you came to the conclusion. You're like, you didn't say that Deadlock doesn't play A, but you're like, wait, it's weak, right? So we kind of had the same thought process. But I thought on a different layer, as in, wait, Deadlock didn't start A. He hasn't been A, so he has to be, like you said. You're like, they always play C or Garage. So, good identification. Just try to be more specific. Okay, he doesn't play A. It's Sova and the Jet or whatever. So, because that will take your thinking to a next level where now you can really see exactly where the weak side is. Because a lot of the times, Sentinel is the strong side because their kit is so strong. So you don't really want to run into them, especially if the enemy team is rotating fast. So, or helping him or playing with him. So stuff like that. So I wrote, he needs to identify that he's not playing A. He ends up identifying that and tells them to go A. You'll see it in the VOD. When they make when they make so much A noise and Gecko is short, you can call for a rotation. So this specific round specifically, you can call for a rotation when there's one short already, and there was a lot. They're shooting across long, like 2 guys backside. So you can just call a rotation once you get up to there. Okay. So I wrote, so much noise and Gecko is short because you guys see him. Someone saw from from lobby. Someone saw the Gecko. Gecko is short. He can call for a rotation. Good 2 kills. 2v1 situation to 2v1 situation. Needs to tell his team to wait and chill out. Gets a good kill 1v1. So remember you clutched this round. And remember it was you got 2 good kills on site.
Oh,
and then
this was the round where my game like literally tapped out accidentally.
Yeah, and also I think
that's why that's why you see me like sustain there, like pause.
Yeah. And then this was the round where it was 2v1. You guys shouldn't have never. He shouldn't have never ever made it a 1v1 for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a
I agree.
grief on him because you guys are man advantage. All he had to do was sit here. You get the bomb plan. It's GG. You guys win the round, right? And then you come back and swing off him, and he takes contact. You start swinging. So, but you went to go get the bomb, and he just griefed because he was pushing spawn. Okay, and then you ended up getting the bomb. And then you tapped it, went this way, and then the deadlock was waiting for you because he knew Yeah.
Yeah, I said that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, he knew that you were gonna make that play, so he was ready for you,
Yeah.
and he was trying to timing you. He was trying to come across and come like this, okay? And then you had a really good shot, really clean shot. You just bloop, instant deletion. I like seeing those shots, okay? Instant deletion. I don't like shots where you're like, okay, you just went because
Yeah,
this is
nah,
a
headshot, headshot. That's it.
yeah, because you know this is a crucial moment. If you lose this round, you could lose the
Yeah.
game because they'll be
Yeah.
up or tie the game. But you get what I mean. Like losing this clutch is a momentum shifter, if you may will, not only for your team but yourself. You're gonna be like, fuck, I just really fought. I should have won that, right? Stuff like that. Obviously, you shouldn't be in a position to 1v1. You should have been in a 2v1 position, but it's fine. Great 2 kills on site, and then a super good recovery and saving the round for your team. So this is a really big boy thing you did here. Clutching it up for your team, right? Everyone's happy. Okay, round 17. They start 3C long, 2 garage. Okay, this is a little bit of a bad round. He flashes in garage. Needs to
This is yeah.
yeah, go
This
ahead.
is pretty bad.
And
I don't know.
it's not too crazy. It's not a super detailed round. It's just I'll explain. So 3C long, 3 here. You and the jet were here. Okay. He flashes in garage. You did it high up again. Again, do it down here.
Still inside.
Right there is good enough, where it will cover every angle. Okay, here is probably too high sometimes for maybe even this
Yeah.
guy is just hiding in a corner. But he flashes in garage.
Cutting their vision.
Needs to just push very hard. He's baiting his jet a bit. So remember, you came in here.
Cutting
Your
their
jet
vision.
goes in. You come behind him, and you're just here, right? And then you push the
Yeah.
smoke, or you died from this guy, and then your jet died in the smoke as well. Gotta just throttle on here. I know he had a shotgun, but we don't know that. You gotta just push, take a fight, and then just start getting onto site because they were scaling up C main. They're ready to go. So and they struggled because you guys could not get out garage. This is a crucial
Yeah.
area to control when you are taking and defending. If the defenders can defend this area, they can just thin you down to understanding you guys are only coming C. But if they die here, then everyone just starts, the momentum just starts changing. Everyone starts running out these points of attack and coming out and trying to clear the site and scale it. Okay, so again, just obviously we don't know he's got a shotgun, but you gotta take a fight here and try to go in through the smoke, come, flash inside the smoke and then come out, whatever,
Yeah.
clear your corner, stuff like that.
I was
okay?
a little bit hesitant there.
Yeah,
but
there was
actually just to push
there
up.
was a little bit. This was not a soft bait. This was a hard bait. You let the jet
Yeah, this
just.
is a hard bait.
you're
Yeah.
just you're just here
I
like.
baited the fuck out of this
Yeah,
guy.
you did. Like I wrote that. I'm like I wrote baiting his jet a bit, but it's more of a hard bait. You're letting him go first and just
Yeah,
AFK.
I wasn't sure what to do in that situation. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
So,
I'll just let the jet take the control.
right.
But then I just died anyway.
There's
so I was
multiple
like, oh,
things.
fuck it.
You can come play here if you want to really bait. Come, just chill out. Okay, wait out the smoke. You kind of feel like he's playing shotgun. They've been playing shotgun a lot. You can wait out the smoke. Okay, then you start entering. If not, I would probably try to get in the smoke.
Cutting their
Obviously, we
vision.
don't know he's got a shotgun, so you're gonna have to try to get in the smoke. Don't go gun first and smokes. Always go shoulder and then peek like that because there's less time to react. If I go through the smoke, there's a point where I'm in the smoke. They can see my gun and I cannot see anything. All I see is a blurry ass screen with the smoke, right? So it's a little bit like CS. When you go in the smoke, it's super fuzzy as fuck.
Yeah,
Right.
you see the barrel.
Right. But slightly different because Valorant, there's no smoke inside. It's more the outside outline that's smoky. But once you go
Yeah.
inside, it's clear. But there's a point where you're trying to cross the outline and you can't see anything, but the inside guy can see your whole leg, your gun out, sticking out. So always go in smokes like this and then start turning. That way it's less reaction time for the defender. And there's a lot of times I do that where I go through the smoke and I immediately go like this and he's dead. He's waiting for me and he's dead. I kill him because he cannot react as fast as me going like this. He's just gonna start shooting me before I can see him, right? So nothing crazy. Also, you can scale up this way if you want to, but you gotta be vigilant. You gotta just come like this, super fast.
Jump up the window.
Yeah, you gotta just do it fast. Like maybe come through this way. Make sure there's no one there, and just like super clear this super fast, and then start working towards spawn. Okay, so nothing there, nothing too crazy there. Okay, round 18. I'm just gonna drink some water real quick.
Yeah, is there if I just go take a quick
Yeah.
piss?
Go take a quick piss. I know you're
Yeah.
drinking a lot,
I've
so
been holding it for like half an hour.
so
so-
go. I'll drink some water.
I'm back.
I miss it, low key. I have to go to sleep. Nah, lame. I'm pulling all nighter because I'm tilt queuing. What the fuck? Hello again, Parks. 08247988297. Hello, how are you? Sorry, I'm not responding to chat. I'm just really locked in with my student. Jay's Lamau for real. Okay, we're almost done. We are almost done. One, two, three, four more rounds. We're finished. Yo, this is the longest miss ever. Seriously, forever. Yo. It's been like 5 minutes. Ow, something in my eye. I don't know why my eye is so blurry. Guess I'm just tired. His bird has to go sleep, Parks. I just gotta put my bird to sleep. Give me a few minutes, sorry. All good, all good. Oh man. You're good, you're good. I just find it so funny. How do you put your bird to sleep? Like oh my god. I don't
Sorry,
even.
bro.
No, you're good, Rob. This is so funny. Okay,
It's
let's
fucking parrot, man. It gives me shit.
oh, you have a parrot? Oh, crazy. That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's fucking
let's
wise.
this note is gonna be quite lengthy, okay? So
Yeah.
they are defaulting. Yes, finally defaulted. Okay. Because you guys ended up losing round 17. We're on round 18. You guys ended up losing it because remember you guys died here and then they tried to recover and then they still lost. So yeah, that's that. Okay. And then so this round 18 they're defaulting. You guys decided fuck C, let's just default. They get a kill on C. They run down mid. He's A long. Okay, so your team was mostly towards mid, and they're executing B. Do you remember this round? And you started here.
Yeah.
Let me just read this. They run down mid. He's A long. Needs to group up with his team or take space and lurk through A. As in, once because they were up here while you're still here. So you gotta just go lurk up and come behind this, or you
Yep.
just gotta immediately go group up with your team because they're planning. So you gotta go help them out at least. What did I write? Needs to group up with his team or take space and lurk through A. He comes back mid and kind of lurk garage. I remember this. And then you went garage while they're on thing. It was like a 3v2 or a 4v2, and it was like a 3v1 or a 4v1. And then remember here you
And I
misstep.
died. Oh yeah, yeah. And I
and then
died to the person.
it's a little bit unlucky
Yeah.
because he heard you and he came to kill you. So that was a little bit unlucky. But you guys won the round, so that doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, I
you
wasn't
get
pay-
yeah.
I should have paid more attention there.
No, no, it's fine. I don't even think it's attention. It's gotta just take your time. Go up. Okay. Don't misstep, and then you would have killed him. He would not know, but he knew because you went like. He heard that, right? So people's directional audio is quite aware in this game because it's a tactical shooter. It's like that in Counter-Strike, same thing. But you get the point. The first mistake is you're just by yourself. Go help your team in some way, some form. Even if it's lurking, it's fine. You can lurk sometimes. Doesn't mean you can't lurk ever. But you kind of went this way as well. That's probably your second mistake. Just go to them. Go help them out. Create a crossfire, or play off them, whatever it is. But it's a small round, but you get what I mean. Just I'm not saying you can never be by yourself, but there's a time and place for it, and you need to 100% need to know what to do, as in because you hesitated here too long. When I looked at the minimap, they were dashing in, throwing their utility, planting the bomb, and you're still here, right? You should have already have taken the space up to here, probably walked up long.
Be decisive with your space, right?
Yeah, be decisive. You have the space. No resistance. No one was peeking you. No one was trying to kill you. Just go, help them or make a play. This is called make a play. Go lurk and try to kill 2-3 people from behind, stuff like that. So not a crazy round. And then the second mistake is just go here. Probably want to go back here, or you could just play here, hold it for them, and then they'll have everything. You can play accordingly to how the round pans out. Okay, round 19. Day start. I wrote day start and didn't write a site, so I'm guessing it's A because you guys probably decided to go A. Okay. Flash is long. Could also call for a smoke. Oh, so here you don't always have to flash this. You could save it sometimes and ask for a jet smoke or a cipher cage. Okay, where you guys could all start coming out the smoke and coming out wide, and it's kind of the same thing where the guy holding long, when they smoke that, they are unaware of what the hell is going on. So he's gonna be like, "What's going on?" And then you guys just swing his ass right throughout the smoke, or you guys all go up short, stuff like that. Really situational, but this is a trick that you can use on A. Just ask for a smoke, and they will smoke it, and then you guys can all cross short or come out wide on it. Well, I like to come out wide. That's just me. It's all situational and preference, but you get what I mean. You don't always have to flash this.
Feeling sent.
Always. It's not bad, but you could probably save it for later. Just ask for jet smoke because jet smokes aren't as important as a flash, in my opinion. So, because you guys have a smoke agent too, so that's that. Okay. So flash is long. Could also call for a smoke. They got 4 long. No geckos back sight. Shoots Yoru guy. Remember you shot the Yoru clone, and then you got flash. You're like, my bad.
Yeah. I
Again,
was like, oh shit, oops.
Again, it's a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little bit like
Game experience.
gaming experience. A little bit of that, but there's a word, presence of mind. You need to have a presence of mind when there's a Yoru and that guy is just running out at you. It's gonna be a clone. You gotta just know that okay, it's not him. And then sometimes you want to make sure, right? So you kind of hold it just in case it's a fake. People do fake Yoru clones. They'll be like,
Oh, that's when I died on site with 2.
they'll be like this, and they'll turn around and they just kill everybody because everyone's looking away. So you gotta have that presence of mind to really just understand when there's a Yoru on the other team. Just be prepared for that type of stuff. So that'll come with experience playing against more Yorus and stuff like that. So shoot. So you guys knew Gecko was backside. Shoot the Yoru's flash. He's spamming smoke. So I remember you got up to here and you just started going, right? We don't have to, because especially when you're playing Vandal, they'll know where you are through bullet tracers. through the smoke. They can
Yeah.
see where your positioning is. So just come here and hold it. Like I told you, just hold the space. If you want to peek, you just keep going like this. Just kill them. It's smoked off.
There.
A lot of the times I come over here, I'll catch them with their pants down. Nobody's vigilant enough to clear
Be
this
more-
every time.
Be
Yep.
more disciplined and just play a little
Yeah.
bit more controlled.
You know, I'm not saying you can never ever spam the smoke, but I feel like you don't have to in this specific situation. You could just come here and just let your teammate do it, and you just kind of hold whatever, just kind of hold something else. Because if you're both just going like bop, 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 and they get lucky shots on you, the momentum will change. Because it'll happen where they just spam you perfectly through the smoke. It happens to me all the time. But yeah, so and then I wrote he's spamming smoke, can just go hell right here. This is hell, and hold come out. Just hold this for your team. Makes a good comm that Yoru killed him on site. Remember then the Yoru made a
Yeah.
TP here and he killed you?
Yeah,
Like,
he
you're right
fucking killed
here.
me, yeah.
So that was a good comm,
I
but yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I just didn't realize the Euro was gonna be there. So then when I died, I was like,
Well,
oh shit.
it wasn't that he was there, he TP'd there. He teleported there.
Ah,
His
okay.
Yoru's kit makes him TP anywhere he sends his orb. So he TP'd there, you're looking here, spamming, and then he killed you. Good communication by immediately telling your team, guys, but be more specific. This is graffiti, so tell them, guys, Yoru, graffiti, graffiti, graffiti. So that way they look this way.
Okay, yeah.
Because you kept going, he's there, he's on site, he's on. You guys are all
But
on
not
site.
specifically
Yeah,
where.
where he could be anywhere. So
Yeah.
that's just pretty much it on this note. So good job by the communication. Just be more specific, guys. He's graffiti. He's right here. And let's say you're spectating this guy to your left, and say the agent's name. So if it's Clove, be like, Clove, to your left. Call him out. That way he'll understand. Okay. Let's move on. Nothing too crazy to say. You guys just start stomping them at this point. Just running down A. So there wasn't too much. Like I told you, your defense.
Yeah, they weren't really.
Yep.
Yeah, like they weren't really giving us any pressure A. So I was like, fuck it, just
Right,
go A
good.
every round.
Yeah, and that was a good identification. But one of these rounds, round 20 or 21, is where you should rotate. It'll come up, but we'll talk about it, okay? And also round 17, round 16, because you guys heard two backside plus the gecko short, so that's 3. You guys gotta just dip set. You gotta identify this situation within seconds and get the fuck out. Because a 5v3, yes, it's still a 5v3, but defensive positionings, it's pretty much an even game. If it's 5, you get what I mean? Like they're good for 2 sometimes, so, or you know, it's just harder to get in because they're gonna play off each other. Okay, let's move on to round 20. Identifies they aren't fighting A long. Calls to go A. At this point you reconfirmed your own self, because at this point you guys went A like 3-4 times. It was really super weak. That first round you called it was gonna be weak. Now you're like, okay, it's still weak, or you know, it's not weak, but they give this up for free. That's what you've identified, which is a good identification. You knew there's no resistance here. Okay, so they aren't fighting A long. Calls to go A. They split A. Whether it was 3-2 or 2-3 or whatever, from A to long, I didn't write that. Doesn't really matter. You guys split A. Team tells them A long, right here.
There.
Remember, you came tight on this wall, and then the guy was like, I forgot who somebody was like, yo, right side, and then the Yoru clone came out, right? And I think you even shot the clone again. It's a little bit of a presence of mind thing. Just take it easy. You don't need to shoot it. Don't panic. Okay, they called him his here, and I'm pretty sure they said Yoru. I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. But they told you what
Yeah.
was here. I wrote, team tells him A long right here in the cubby.
There.
He's unaware. Gets 2 good kills back site. So you guys ended up dealing with this guy. You guys are scaling into site, entering and scaling into site, which was good. I wrote, gets 2 good kills back site, good entry, good fights. Tells his team to calm down and chill. He's going to flank. He's going to flank, like as in going towards to watch the flank. That's what I meant by writing this. I read it so fast because I'm watching you play, right? But those are good comms, bro. Most people wouldn't care if their team runs it down, but they started griefing a little bit. They start falling down. So you're like, chill, wait, chill, right? Like play to win, and you're playing to win, which I really admire. Most people do not play for win. They play for their ego and KD, which is a terrible way to play. So
Yeah,
you were
it's
like,
horrible.
chill, relax. I'm gonna go watch flank. Chill out.
Especially when it's like 4v2.
Right. What's the point of griefing?
Just chill, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
And
just hold your angles and we win.
And you know, I you know, we play in a similar way because I think we have so much gaming experience and we're much older. I do the same thing when my team just starts fucking swinging spawn for no reason, start dying. I'm like, relax,
Yeah.
wait. Or even if I'm dead and I just see them taking weird ass fights, like they're just all like trying to get the kill. I'm like, bro, and we're attacking. Like I'm just like, just chill, play off each other,
Like
right?
they have to come to they have to come into us.
Exactly.
Just relax. Just hold your angles.
All we have to do
And
is
just play
let
together.
this bomb explode. We don't need it. We can even die. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But just burn 38 seconds of the time of the bomb and we win because 7 seconds is usually not like like okay, maybe like 38.2 seconds of the time burned, and then there's not enough time to defuse. So I'll always tell them, guys, play off each other, play off each other. One guy's over here, one guy's here. Just get ready to swing, whatever it may be. Right? I have to manage them because people are just so retarded. They just start 4v2. I'm gonna go get my kills, bro, and then they just start griefing, right? So
Yeah, they just panic so much.
and
I'm like, bro, just relax.
and it becomes a domino effect. The first guy griefs, and the second guy's like, "I gotta trade him, bro," and then he goes, right? You get what I mean, right? So, like,
Yeah.
it's a chain
Yeah.
reaction. So I like that you're being. It's almost like being proactive. You're like, I don't want to lose this round, guys. Chill the fuck out. So I really admire that. That was really, really high level from you. That's being a leader, right? You understand that. Don't grief. There's too much time to burn. Just stay alive. Keep our advantage, right? It's about keeping our advantage. So I really like that. That was really high level from you. Round 21. Last note. Okay, this is the round where you guys should have rotated, and the chamber ended up clutching a 1v3 somehow. But you guys should have just rotated from the get-go. So round 21, they start A. I would like him to call for a fake. And once they kill 2 on A, 4v3, it was a 4v3. Remember, everybody started panicking. Everybody was like, and you started panicking too. Everybody was like, leave, leave, leave. But they started panicking in the sense they could not leave. They just kept wanting to go on the site for some reason. But you gotta explain to them, guys, they're all here. There's 5, leave. And not only tell them, but lead by example. You've probably seen these in the VODs that I've talked about a lot of new
Yeah,
stuff.
I've watched the VODs, yeah.
Okay, you gotta lead by example, and this is kind of the thing. When you tell them they're all there, it's so hectic. They're just dialed in on getting on the site because it's been working. But you gotta talk some sense in them. Guys, they're all there. Please run, run, run. And you did, but it was too late. I like the thought process, but it's
Okay.
too late because you did. Remember, you started running out with your knife with the bomb.
Yeah, but already a few teammates died. So.
Right, because it was too late. You had to identify right immediately when it was 4v3. Right here, guys. Let's dip. Let's dip. They're probably rotating now. We've rushed A 5, 6, 7 times in a row. It's just not gonna work this time. They're all here. They're ready for it. Go, 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 go. Just start yelling at your. Okay, maybe not yelling, but be adamant, guys. Leave, leave, leave. Just keep repeating if they're not listening to you. Leave. If they don't listen to you, go by yourself and show why the site is free. You go by yourself on site, plant the bomb, and set up. They're probably eventually going to come to you, but you get what I mean. If they're not going to listen to you, just go do it by yourself because that is the correct rotation. So I wrote 4v3 needs to call rotate. They call a rotate way too late. They end up on C 3v2. Oh, it's a 1v2 situation. He's AFK looking spawn. This is where you kind of griefed. You guys ended up getting on C. It was 3v2. He planted the bomb, and then you just kind of AFK'd. I don't know if something happened, but you were just like, you just came out here and then died right here.
This is when I fucking didn't click on that left click.
Right,
Yeah,
it was just a grief. It's a grief.
Yeah,
All you had
yeah,
to
big
do,
grief.
all you had to
Press-
do.
press left
It's not a big grief. It's a little grief. Like you shouldn't die here, especially 3v2. Just
Yeah.
all you had to do was be like this, or you know,
Yeah, all I have to do is just press my left click. But I
or
griefed,
go like
so-
this. You just have to hold one thing for your team, because he was planning and your team was coming behind, so he's probably gonna pick up garage. So all you had to do is just come and sit, and this is just a patience thing. Just we don't need a we don't need a throttle for no reason, right? Like how you were telling them here, stop swinging. Stop. Obviously a little bit of a misclick here where you got out here and you could not react, but your
Yeah.
padding should not be like here to here, okay? To the spawn. You gotta just immediately come here and hold this down. Be like, yo, I'm gonna play here. I have to come out. Stay tucked. Then this guy can just sit here. One guy can sit here and hold garage, or he can
There.
play there as with you. So he's there holding the 2 angles. Remember we talked about? And he starts fighting. You start swinging with him and start fucking them up. So you get my point. But semi grief. It's a little grief because it became a 1v2 off this play. They gained momentum. 2v2. They're like 2v2. Let's go. Right. 3v2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
griefed so hard there.
It's not a hard grief, bro. It's just a slight grief. As in, you got rid of your man advantage where they gained some momentum. As in, 2v2, let's go now, right? Because if it was 3v2, like we said, and like you were in the position, they would have just kind of make sure they would have played it slow and sliced the paw and try to get out silently. But when it's 2v2, they're just gonna go and take space and try to clear all these off angles, common corners, and really try to take this fight. And they almost did, but luckily enough, your chamber came and clutched it in a 1v2.
Yeah,
So
he clutched it up. Pretty
yeah,
hard.
that was a really big boy play by him to clutch that round. Overall, really good round by him. Because I think most people would lose that round, but he played it really well when I was watching him. So, and you know, I'm not focusing on him, but I'm just focusing on you. So
I think even I said, "Oh, well played, man."
yeah,
good
exactly.
job."
Like you don't expect him to win those scenarios a lot of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when the bomb just got down, which means he's got to fight for a long time, or you know, kill them both immediately. So, he did that. So you know, good on him. Won you guys the game.
it's good.
Because you know there could be also a momentum shift there too. If you griefed and lost this round, the enemy team's like, yo, these guys are shit, and if they start predicting, yo, they're not gonna come A anymore. They know we're stacked on A. They're gonna come somewhere else. Now they can start predicting other sites, stuff like that, where you fall into their hands, in a way. Okay, but yo,
Yeah.
that was all the notes. Great session, bro. You really shocked me. I know it's one game too. You kind of had a good team a little bit, and you played really, really well.
Yeah,
but-
my team was better than my usual team,
Right, right.
but that's usually how I play anyways.
Yeah, like I think
Um,
overall, even if I just minus your aim, like just the way you're processing information, looking at the game in a little bit more depth than most people do, like you're like you know, you're identifying where there's weak stuff like that. It was great. It was actually really, really good. That shows me you have potential to being a really good player. Obviously, you know, time is an issue for you. You probably got work.
Oh no,
busy.
it's just that like when I finish work, I
Yeah,
come home.
you're
and
tired.
I'm just tired.
Trust me.
Yeah,
I
and
know
then-
that feeling.
And instead of playing ranked, I just play death matches.
Yeah,
or
that's
I play
fine.
team death
That's fine.
matches.
But again,
Yeah,
you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But remember what the trade-off is, okay? Like a DM, TDM, just playing or in the range, okay? You're not gonna gain any game sense or experience,
Yeah,
right? In terms of
that's
the
the thing I've
5v5.
been realizing
Right,
recently.
right.
Yeah.
You're only gonna gain the mechanicals, as in getting better aim, better movement. But we gotta put it together. So you know, I know you're tired, but sometimes, you gotta. I know how Valorant is when you're tired. When you come back from work, you never want to play. You're just like, why do I have to put all this thought process and play Valorant? Right?
Yeah,
you're just mentally
sit in
drained.
bed and put
Yeah.
a stream on.
Exactly, right? But you
Yeah.
know, I do believe if you really put, obviously you can't put 10, 12 hours a day, but if you did, you'd be climbing really fast because you're much better.
I could put 4 to 5 hours
Right,
if
right.
I really actually force myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other thing is like one of the best streamers that I like to watch is Scream.
Okay, the French, the CS Pro, old
Bro,
CS Pro. Yeah.
okay,
He's one of my favorite
I'm
too.
definitely, bro. He is so insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like it's,
Um,
I don't even know how to explain it.
He's
but, like,
one of the guys when I was first learning duelist where I would watch him play Reyna because his one tapping mechanics are fucking insane. He doesn't
bro,
spray.
he makes it look so easy,
yeah,
man.
I know. He never sprays. Scream is used to be one of my favorite players when he was on Liquid. Like the way he plays, it's just bop, bop. Everything's a one tap. Everything. He never ever goes like this ever. Me, I'm
And
more
his
of a burst.
crosshair placement is always immaculate.
So
Like,
immaculate, right? And it's
I've been trying to imitate it a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
just so hard, man. You can't,
But that's-
obviously he's
that's through
he's
practice.
him.
Yeah, it's through
Yeah,
practice.
he's him.
And also just overall his confidence. He's so
Yeah.
confident in his ability to one tap people. You know that's you know that's kind of where it came from. Remember when Scream was Counter Strike Pro? He one tap,
Yeah,
one
and
tap,
he
one-
got-
right? He's the one tap king. They would call him or whatever it was.
And he got that major clip from Dust 2.
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
like
the-
in CT.
yeah, yeah, I
Where
remember.
like where he flicked, it flicked on top of the boxes, and
Right, right.
and everyone just went fucking nuts.
Yeah, like he was known as the one tapping king, right? And he still is in Valorant.
Everyone talks about more one taps.
Like he's crazy. But yeah, just, you know, watch streams if you can't play. But I would definitely recommend at least try to play. At least force yourself.
Yeah, I will.
know
I
you're
will.
tired,
From
but-
now on, I'm just gonna force myself to play at least 3
Because-
to 4 hours.
Because again, it stems from what you told me. Remember what you told me in the beginning of the session. I asked you, what do you want from Valorant? What did you say?
0.01% or
Yes.
0.1%, whatever the
You told me-
leaderboard is in Valorant.
You said you wanted to be near the best. I want to be
Yeah.
the best in in
I wanna-
in the quotations.
I want to be top 550 or top
Right,
200.
right, right. Like that's why I'm saying the best in quotations as you want to be at the highest rank possible. Maybe
Yeah.
not number one, but you want to be. So always remember that, bro. Okay, and remember what I told you. It's not gonna be easy. You gotta put in work. You're gonna be
It's
tired.
definitely hard.
It's gonna be really hard. But what are you willing to sacrifice for this? What are you?
Sleep time.
You got to ask yourself that, right? I'm asking you in like a more rhetorical way, but what are you willing to sacrifice? Okay, you got to ask yourself this, especially if you want to go there. I know you're a bit older, you don't really care about being pro and stuff, but still, you want to be top 0.1%, top 500 in your region. Okay, there needs to be some sort of sacrifice, whether it's sleep, okay, your kids, whatever, personal time. Your girlfriend might not see
etc.,
you for
blah,
the
blah,
next
blah.
2, 3, 4, 5 months, whatever maybe. Obviously, you probably will lose your girlfriend at that point, but you get my, not you,
Don't
but
have a girlfriend, man.
oh, okay, but you get what I mean. Like somebody would lose their girlfriend
Yeah.
if they're like, because I've been there. Okay, I actually lost a girl because
Oh my god, I was about to say the same thing. Bro, when
I
I got addicted
yeah.
to League,
Yeah.
I used to spend 10 to 14
Right.
hours a day at my girlfriend's
Right.
house just
Sure.
playing fucking League. And I used to be
Yeah.
silver, and I got gold for the first time. I was like, oh, I got gold,
You
and
know,
I used to be at my mom's.
me is
uh,
yeah. Go ahead.
I used to be at like my girlfriend's mom's study room, and she used to
Yep.
be like, "Oh my god, you got gold!" I'm like, "What does that mean?" I'm like, "Oh no, don't worry, I got good in the game."
Right,
And
right.
then she used to be on the weekends like, "Oh, let's just go out for a drive or whatever." I'm like,
Yep.
"Nah, I'm playing League."
Yeah, you know that's a little bit different for me.
And-
Me, I act. You know, when I played Dota 2, I played it for 4 years. I played Dota 1 All Stars for a long time. That's my first game that I played. So when I was 21, I decided I wanted to go pro in Dota. Okay, so I spent 4 years of my time chasing this dream. I got to the top 500 level. A lot of my friends were top 100 in NA. You know, I was becoming a semi-pro. I was bursting into kind of the tier 3, tier 2 scene in Dota 2. And, you know, I told her too, I'm like, don't worry, I got us. I got, you know, but, you know, there's some sacrifices that need to be made for those dreams. And you just always have to keep that in mind. You're going to lose people. You know, your family's not going to like it or whatever. But, you know, because I don't take lightly what you told me. If you're telling me that you want to be radiant, okay, that means you want to be radiant. There's no other option. Okay, you're not
No,
gonna.
no,
I'm not saying
I'm
you,
not
but
gonna
I'm
lie
just
to you.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I want to be radiant, I'll tell you that I want to be radiant.
Right.
That's why I'm so critical about
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I play.
Right, right.
I want to be the fucking
But
best.
that's why I'm
It's just
trying to
that,
instill in you that I'm not taking that lightly. I don't take that as a joke. Okay, so that's what
That's
I'm trying
good.
to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you that you can't just say it. You gotta mean it because once you say it to me, okay, I believe it. So you know, and I'll try my best to help you get there. But you gotta.
I gotta put the effort.
You gotta put the effort. I will help you
Yeah.
put the effort. I will help set you up in terms of changing the way you think, getting better, high level way of thinking, stuff like that, whatever. But there needs to be sacrifices to be made. You're not gonna get radiant by playing once a week, ranked, and only working on your mechanics. It's not possible. Okay, you gotta spend time to grow your brain, and I'm not saying physically, but in terms of knowledge, experience, situational awareness.
So is
stuff like
that just playing a lot of ranked games? Or?
yes, because
Okay.
I don't think you're at the level where you need to start working on your. Well, obviously you got to maintain your aim and keep improving it and get faster and faster and better and better. But, you know, you really got to work on
Experience.
the game sense part. Because there's still, even though you're solid for your elo and probably higher, okay, to get to the next level, you got to be sharp, crystal clear, knowing everything split seconds under 2 milliseconds. You got to process information. Okay, stuff like that.
Like pretty much like as soon as something comes up on the minimap, you know exactly what's gonna
Right,
happen,
right.
exactly where they're gonna be,
Right.
exactly where you should be,
Right.
and exactly what angle to hold.
And
pretty much.
also, you know, it may not even be specific. It might be just more overall, as in being steps ahead of your enemy. That's what the best players are. They're always not even 1 step, 2 steps. They're 4 steps ahead. Okay, those are the top
of
players. Are 4, 4,
Yeah,
5.
they're insane, man. Like
Right.
they literally rotate before anything
Exactly.
happens. And
Yeah.
they're like literally in the spot where everyone's rushing,
Right.
and it's so hard to like.
You know, even
Yeah.
me, I think I'm only 1 to 2, 2.5 steps ahead. Like Radiant players are like 4, 5, 6 steps ahead in terms of.
I mean,
layer.
you're what?
I'm
You're
a
Immortal 3, aren't you?
Immortal 3, yeah. But you know.
Yeah,
you
but
get-
that's like so close. Like you're
Uh,
pretty
yeah,
much
but
technically a Radiant player.
Well, no, I'm a little bit washed right now, so you know I haven't been
That's
been given the chance to play a lot, but I've been there for a long time, so it's
So
always
technically, you're a Radiant player. You're a low Radiant player.
no, not even close. You know,
League terms, you know how in League,
Yeah,
when I used to
yeah.
hit, when I hit Challenger in League, I was a low Challenger player.
right,
you're technically at a low Radiant.
Yeah, I
player.
mean, subjectively, I can be like, yeah, I can kill Radiant players, and I played with a lot of Radiant players where I'm better than. But objectively, I haven't hit that. So to me, I gotta be real with
You
myself.
can, you can,
I
you
can, I
can.
can.
I
If
mean,
I, bro, if I spent
of course you
18,
can.
if I spent 18 hours a day, I could. But you know, right now I don't have
Yeah.
that much time, so
Yeah,
it's
you're building
different.
up your stream.
Right,
You're
right.
getting all the students and stuff
You
like
know, I
that. But
started coaching 3 weeks ago. Okay, I had 2 students in the Discord. Now I have 400 in 3 weeks. I think that's pretty good. Like,
But yeah, I saw your YouTube videos and like all that stuff. And, like, it's insane, man.
Nice, nice.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, thank you,
Like
thank you.
honestly,
Appreciate
like,
it.
I literally just watched. I was watching like curry videos and like all this random stuff on YouTube, and I
Yeah,
came
yeah.
across your video, and I was
Nice,
like,
nice.
oh, maybe I'll just get some coaching for the first time in my life.
Which
'Cause I
one
used
was the
to- I
first
used-
one you saw?
Oh,
Do you remember or no?
I think it's hard. I think it was like a Sky player.
Okay.
I
So
think it was,
was this
really,
recently
really early.
or? Oh,
Nah, it
really
was really early. It was
Oh,
yeah, it was
okay,
like a couple
okay.
of weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah, like
it was
yeah,
it was a couple of weeks ago. It was a couple of weeks
Yeah,
ago. It
those-
wasn't like
those were the free coaching videos a couple weeks ago. I did a free
yeah, it was a
coaching for
couple
about
of
a
weeks
week.
ago.
But the first week I blew up, right? Like one video got 5K, so everyone started joining my Discord
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But and then people actually resonate with kind of how I teach, because most people don't try to get in depth. They just take your money and tell you to fuck off after an hour. So you know me.
Nah, the thing I like about coaching is because I used to when I used to be a Challenger League player.
Yep.
And I used to main vein, so I used to like play a lot of ADC.
Yep.
I used to coach people for free just because I used to enjoy coaching.
Right,
I never
right.
really cared about money. I used to stream and then I used to coach people for free.
Right, right.
And they used to, but the only condition I used to give them was, do not be a booster,
True, true.
because a lot in league, a lot of people get really good and then they become boosters. They just get
Yeah, yeah.
accounts in silver.
Right, right.
They boost people to diamond. Oh, I'm very good. However, all the people that I used to coach became boosters, and
Yeah, yeah.
like it just kind of annoyed the fuck out of me.
Yep.
Like, why am I wasting so much time like helping these people when
Right, right.
they just don't listen to me?
Yep, yep.
But then, anyways, so I started playing Valorant and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's good.
yeah, like I understand coaching. Like
Yeah.
I know when I used to watch you at the beginning, and it used to be just hard on people.
Yep, yep.
It's not because you're a cunt.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
that's how
Exactly.
Australian
No, no,
people
you're-
say it.
Your first.
It's not because you're a cunt. It's
Yeah.
you're just telling them how it is. Like either
Yep.
people learn the hard way,
Yep, yep.
or you're gonna sugarcoat them, which
Right.
isn't the right way. of
It's not the
coaching.
right
Like,
way.
you're just gonna tell them.
Right, right.
Yeah, you're just gonna
It's
tell
like-
them, look, man, you suck. Learn at this.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
that easy.
It's kind of just like being brutally honest, right? You know, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to,
like-
and I always explain to my students. I tell them I'm not trying to bash you or trying to make you
Yeah,
belittle
exactly.
you on stream. It's just me being honest about what I've observed. And
I'm not being a yes man, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
trying to be honest. Like,
'Cause
hey,
if-
man, you suck at aiming. You suck at
Right.
game sense.
because
You
if
gotta
I,
work
you
on
know,
this.
if I
If-
was just sugarcoating everything and telling them, yeah, you're good, bro. Like, you know, you're the exception because you're in the 10%. I'm telling you, it's only 10, maybe less. Five.
Maybe you're trying to be too nice to me.
No, no,
bro.
no. I'm being honestly serious. Like, I'm actively thinking how you're thinking when I watch you play, right? When I watch my other students, and I'm not trying to nitpick anybody or anything or glaze you. Okay, I can't stress this enough. I'm not trying to glaze you. I'm just being honest. I can tell that you're experienced. I can tell that you have some sort of different layer of thinking versus 80% of my students. Okay, maybe some think like that too, but they don't apply it, right? So I'm gonna give them the 10% as well. But
Yeah.
you actually think, apply it, and then act upon it as well in terms of the different. Like,
Yeah,
no-
my my fuck up here and there. but
nobody
it's-
would go watch Flank. Okay, as of right now, almost no
Actually,
one. Okay, like I'm telling you, like 90% of my students will never think like that. As in, they have all of a sudden be like, "Yo, I'm gonna go clear." They could be, and talking in possibilities, right?
yeah,
You're
I have
experienced,
PTSD.
right?
Yeah, I have
PTSD
PTSD,
or
from
whatever it
Dust
may
to
Sure.
A long.
Right, but you
Hey,
get what I
long-
mean. Like most of my students are younger. You're 32, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But most of my students are 17, 15, 18, 20. This is
I
their
have a lot of potential as well
first-
if they learn
first-
that.
right. But again, me and you learned it when we were young too, and
Yeah.
it sticks with you once you learn it, right? So that's why I always try to stress to my young guys or the new guys or guys that are kind of bad or new to the game. I try to teach them the mental game first, because you even said it in the beginning. You're like, that's more important than aim, and it's correct.
Yeah,
All-
some days when my mental is shit,
Yeah.
bro, I lose every single game.
Right,
'Cause,
right.
like,
Yeah.
my mental is so
Yeah,
crap.
and then you
But when
become
my mental is good, and I can actually can focus.
yeah,
I
and then
actually
you
do so
become
well.
you become like more frustrated and stuff like that. But anyways, let's just kind of move on. It was a great session. It's late for me.
Thank
It's
you.
2 a.m. for me, so it's kind
Yeah,
of like
sorry, bro.
no,
I
no, no,
know
don't worry, bro.
Australia and
Yeah, yeah,
Canada
it's
is
all
way
it's
different
all
time
good. But
zones.
bro, you really shocked me. You really did. You're in that 10% category, and act upon that now. You told me something that you should never ever forget. You said I want to at least try and become the best, no matter how
I'll
long.
prove it to you. I'll prove it
Yeah,
to you.
and
I'll work on it every day, man.
I wish you do. I really do because that's why I asked you, what are you willing to sacrifice? Okay, you gotta ask yourself this every day. There's gonna be days where it's sweat, tears, sleepless nights. Okay, you're tired, but you gotta go and achieve this goal because you've told me you want to hit this goal. I'm here to help you
I'll
hit that
do it.
goal.
I'll do it. You'll
100%,
see.
100%. I believe you, and I really hope you do. And I know you will, as long as you put in the hours and really, really work on your game. Overall, I
I
think
will.
for you, just play more well, you already are. Just keep up the TDMs, keep up the DMs as well. Just play more TDMs, more DMs, as much as possible. Plus, get a couple, at least a couple games, at least 2 games a day, when you can. And
Yeah, I will.
you'll
I
see
will.
big climbs, especially the way you are
100%
right
I
now.
will.
Right, for you, it's not a mechanical issue in terms of game sense or aim. It's really just time. And I hate giving this answer because I can't tell a new guy you need to play more because he's not gonna understand that. But it's different. You gotta just put in the hours. Put your head down.
Just play more, get more experience,
Right.
learn about champion abilities,
Yep.
learn about everything,
Right.
learn about where people can be, etc., etc. That's all this, just
Yep.
experience.
Just know where the
I should
common
have this
angles
time.
are, all that stuff, and
Yeah.
just keep up all the DMs and maintaining your aim because you're doing a good job right now. So just really work on
Well, that,
playing more.
well, that's the main thing I wanted to know is
Yep.
that is it my aim? Is it
No.
the game sense that I need to
No.
develop? And now that you've told me that I
Yep.
need to just develop my experience, that's
Right,
what I'm
right.
gonna work on.
Yep.
Obviously, I'll still do my TDMs and
Yep, yep.
my aim lab routines, etc.
Yep,
But
good.
now I need to know. Now I know that to focus, get to my rank, I need to focus on actual playing.
Yep. And you'll climb, bro. You'll laugh. You're gonna laugh when you get to Ascendant or Immortal. You're gonna be like, why did I play Suitor? Because when you're
Now I'll message you, bro. I'm like, hey
Yeah,
man, look what rank I am.
yeah, and I'm not gonna say you should work with me, but I hope you can try to at least, not everyone can afford it and stuff, but once a week it's $15. I know it's steep for a lot of people, but
I get paid every Tuesdays, so
like
that's Mondays for
like,
you. I'll message
bro,
you.
you will improve so fast if we just work together for even like 2 months. You'll probably be really
Yeah,
high
yeah.
up there. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I'll message you on
yeah,
Tuesday or Wednesday,
keep-
and then
yep.
we'll go from there.
keep in touch, bro. And if you want as well, I can give you a personalized training program. That's what I do for my consistent students. So, but we'll keep in touch. We'll talk on Discord and everything. I don't want to keep you too long, but
Thank you so much for your time, man. I
no
know it's been
problem,
a long
bro.
session,
Yeah.
and trying to be like a idiot or anything, but like I've been drinking
Yeah,
since
bro.
like 12 p.m. So
I fully
I've been
understand.
mumbling a lot. I'm been mumbling a lot. So
Bro, if you're
I
telling
apologize to-
if you're telling me you've been drinking and you played like that, like you're playing the
that's how I
90
play when I'm drinking.
Yeah, like you're playing that better than 90% of people drinking beer, like or whatever you're drinking. Like that's kind of
Bro,
crazy. to me.
I think I had like 7 standard drinks before I jumped into that game.
Right, like imagine if you're sober, you'd be a fucking beast. But anyway, so just keep in touch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you all these notes, okay? And
Yep,
also
and I'll work on them.
I'll send you the Twitch VOD right now. Oh, actually, once I end the stream.
I already subbed to you, bro. I'll
Yeah,
just watch the VOD.
Yeah, I saw.
Watch your reaction.
I saw. No, I'm just saying I'll send you the VOD in terms of this game so you can watch over tomorrow when you wake up or whatever. And also the YouTube video will be up tomorrow so you can watch that version if you want.
Also, remember
Yep.
when I messaged you on Discord about like my Twitch name?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
don't laugh at me, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
So I got drunk one night and then I changed my Twitch name.
Yeah.
But
So,
like I was supposed to make a new Twitch channel. That's why I felt bad typing in channel because it just sounds like I'm kind of plugging when I'm really not.
no, it's all good.
Makes sense?
I didn't even know what that thing is, but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So Death One I used to be my actual Twitch name.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I don't even know what that
Yeah,
name represents, but it's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah, don't worry,
I'll just pretend
don't
like
worry.
I don't know. Like I don't really
Yeah.
care. I'm sure it's something bad, but it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it.
No. Yeah, I just felt bad that typing in
No,
your channel because like
You're good,
yeah,
man. Don't
I don't
worry.
want to plug or anything.
Bro,
Yeah.
don't apologize to me. You have nothing to apologize. apologize to me. You did nothing wrong to me, so don't apologize, okay? That's the last
You're an
thing you-
amazing guy, man.
No, no,
Cheers.
you are
Thank
as
you
well.
so much.
No worries. Keep in touch, bro. It was
Thank you.
actually a pleasure, bro. This session was one of the more pleasurable
If it was
sessions.
if it was a pleasure having a session with me, it's an honor to have
Thank
a
you,
session
thank you,
with
thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, you have a good day. Okay, I gotta get going, but
You too.
just we'll keep
Take
in
it
touch
easy.
for sure, bro. 100%. Any questions
Yeah,
you have,
I'll
just
I'll-
DM me,
I'm
okay?
I'm on Discord.
Okay.
I'm on Discord.
100%, bro.
Just I'll continue playing all night today, and then
Good.
I'll message you on Tuesday or Wednesday
Good.
when I get
Good,
paid.
good. No worries. No
pressure
rush.
on the session.
I'll be here, bro. Take care, alright? Later, Haas.
All right, take it easy, bro.
No problem. You too.
You too.
Okay, let me just stop my screen.